all about the grace period.
How graceful.
Or just about a period. Here be the link. Second link this time away. Yes, so another wonderful show, but it's not really started yet. Oh, there it is. Edit. I can finally put the proper Thumby thingy in here. But where is it? There is no custom Thumby thingy?
Oh no.
Oh no, I know. Okay, so topics. What are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about our giveaway a bit later. Giveaway. We're going to talk about Halo, the Master Crotch collection, and its flaws. 2 weeks later. We're going to talk about Halo 5, which is somewhat some better news. Halo 5. Halo 5. Excoited or not. Elite War. Elite War. Exile revealed. Winning. And obviously 2015 plans as part of the show, not as a part of the update. Update was really strict and tight and rambling wise, but 2015 we're going to talk a little bit about our plans and summarize everything up. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah, why aren't I live? Are we live?
Yes, I think we
are. Yeah, we are live. We're sort
we
of
are.
live.
We're 57.
We're live. We're gonna do a little bit more grace period because why the hell not? Unfortunately, I cannot feature Brendan's kick-ass wallpaper for some reason. I have no idea why I can't put the wallpaper up.
No.
Edit. We're in the Pacific or Eastern?
We are Pacific.
We're Pacific?
I think so.
I have no freaking clue.
I don't know. So I
I'm
think
just
somebody
saving,
said
I'm
the
just
name.
gonna save the changes. I'm not really sure, because like we're using sort of this new software stuff that we haven't used. I haven't used before, ever. So it's sort of a little bit geeky and yucky at the current moment. So we're gonna have extra long grace period this time around, because we don't have that many topics to talk about. And today's gonna be a really chill show. Danny and Killer the Kitty will not be making an appearance. It's just too much of a hassle today to set up the cameras and set up the face rig and do the entire editing. Well, it's gonna take us like half an hour to do it, but it's just I don't want to do it now. You know, I just don't want to do it now. So we're gonna go back to the roots of the old game. We are gonna be having some gameplay from Halo 5 as well from Halo Master Chief Collection. We're gonna talk about those two wonderfully silly games. I don't want to use the other bad word because the other bad word would probably gonna enrage some people.
No.
Oh, but that being said, last show we were kind of meh. This time we were like energetic and excited. As you can see by the sound of my voice, I think 2 minutes of grace period that's long enough.
Is that where we're at?
Right?
Last time we were just like, and then this time we're just like, all right, bruh.
All right, bro. Let's do this, bro. What's up, bro? What's up, bro? What's up, bro? What's up, bro? But you know, we talked about Halo the Master Chief Collection last time. We did. And I think when we talked about it, we gave it too much praise in terms of the single player experience.
Go.
I mean, the game was wonderful. I think we did a few critiques about replaying the game and how fresh and new it felt. But now, a week after I beat the game on its new coat of paint, Brandon, is it really that memorable?
It's a nice gimmick. It's just it's not going to keep me interested except for, you know, the new packaged stuff that comes with it.
I'll be honest, it's a blur. Wink, wink. Because the only thing that I vaguely remember about the Master Chief Collection for Halo 2 is the blur cinematics. And one in particular. Well, two. The opening cinematic with the Arbiter on trial, Thal on trial, and the Gravemind. Everything else is a blur. The game was not memorable with a new, fresh coat of paint to me. Brandon, your thoughts on that?
I don't know. I mean, when I was, playing it in the graphics, I sort of figured, hey, this is how it was supposed to be back then.
Mm-hmm.
Great! I was able to just enjoy the game for what it was and chill. And I did notice something. Apparently, real life is full of bloom.
Real life is full of bloom.
Yeah, like the visual effect, the bloom effect,
Mm-hmm.
where
Mm-hmm.
light, brights are brighter and such.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so vivid, but it almost looks like they're purposely doing that to like distract you from their models having like too few polygons or something.
Uh-huh. Too few polygons.
Well, I mean, the less, the fewer polygons a model has, the more it looks like a Halo 1 model.
Ah, gotcha. Now I understand. So what you're saying is they kind of mask the lack of certain details within the game by correcting the color and the brightness. You know what I also noticed about Master Chief Collection is that, especially in the campaign, the darks are extremely dark.
Good
It's
thing you have a flashlight.
on the orbital level when you play on the station that's suspended above the gas giant. The corridors were pitch black dark, and you don't have anything to light it with except the grenades. So what I was actually doing is switching back and forth between the classic and the anniversary editions to see where the hell am I going. Sure, by memory, I know exactly where I'm going. Halo 2 is a memorable game when you play it first time around. How long ago? Like 10 years ago? Yeah, but
Oh.
by memory you can do it. But it was really if I was a new player, I would probably be extremely confused as to why is it so dark? Why is there's no like guiding lights or something of the sort? Because modern games are not that dark unless they're purposefully horror games, and Halo is not a horror game; it's an action game.
Yeah, but that
So
was a stealth mission, so
it kind of stopped being stealth when the flood got. It became more of a let me go and cloak for 5 seconds and hope and make sure that the enemies will not kill me on this heroic difficulty. By the way, the difficulties is amazing. I mean, in comparison to Halo 4, I think Halo 2's heroic is like Halo 4's legendary. And the reason why I bring up Halo 4 is because the most recent Halo that I played campaign-wise, and that was like a year and a half ago, 2 years. How old is Halo 4 at this point?
oh,
It's creeping
well,
up on 2 years, right?
long enough to actually need to be exported.
Correct. So, it's week 2 of Master Chief Collection being out. Brandon and I had a wonderful time first in those 2 weeks to play together yesterday. For the first time in 2 weeks, we first played together yesterday. I know this not might be case for everybody, but right now I'm on the Waypoint forums. There is 156 pages of people saying my patch did not do squat, and various versions of that particular saying. That being said, patch worked for me and Brandon yesterday, but today my stuff doesn't work at all, and I think it takes Brandon a while to get into a match, right?
Mm-hmm.
It takes some time to get into the match, and it's extremely disappointing that after 2 weeks, a certain 343 industry could not gather enough momentum to fix this patch. Am I and Brandon complaining about the multiplayer? Not exactly. Brandon and I were not really multiplayer guys when it comes to Halo. The only reason why we did get Halo Chief, the Master Chief Collection, because one, we're Halo fans, and two, we kind of want to do Machinima here. And the main gripe that we have, can I speak for you, Brendan, in this case? We have, is that we are unable to get body actors in the frickin' party to body act. Not saying that we tried to do 10-party lobby yet. No, we did not, but I need at least Brandy here. And for whatever reason that 343 is still trying to fix it, we were not unable to do it until yesterday. Yesterday we finally did it, and Brendan and I did a sigh of relief saying, oh my god, at least we can film now.
Mm-hmm.
Today, it's not the case. Today, everything is... Don't fuck up again, Brendan.
Yeah.
well, but Brendan actually can get into games. I can't. So it's definitely a server side issue. And I think the biggest flaw is the fact that I think the reason why it's so problematic currently is the fact that it's Friday and people want to play Halo, and I think they're overloading the servers again, just like they did on the first day of release. Granted, on the first day of release, I was able to get into 3 matches over the course of 24 hours. Right now, I've been at home for roughly 3 hours, and I can't get into even 1 game, let alone find people for the 1 game. It says searching for more players, however, that's not the case. And you saw us during our last show, you understand what we're talking about. It's just an issue that persists and persists, and it's really frustrating, not in the terms of, hey, I can't play my favorite game. It's just, is this going to take long? I kind of want to film something type of deal. Brendan, shoot.
For me, I've had a bit of a bag of mixed results here. Today was the only day I've been able to actually go into matchmaking and get people in a lobby. But yesterday was the very first time I've had anybody in my lobby, even in custom games. And so connection has just been a bit of an issue.
Could you log into anybody else today? Have you tried to party up with someone else?
No.
No, from your friends list at all? Because my friends list either is not showing up or it's buggy as hell. Again, we're not really bashing 343. We're just saying, please fix it. I mean, we can wait. We don't need it right now. Our films are scheduled for the next year, but I really thought I could do a few episodes this year as well, even though it's marketed for the next year. But you know how we work, Brendan. If we can do it, we can do it. We're going to talk about Master Chief Collection for a little bit more. I have 2 games for you guys, which I recorded yesterday. I was lucky enough to press record, but before it goes down, which I could not do during the first M&B show where we actually evaluated the Master Chief Collection. I mean, I still going to give a bad grade to this game. I hear people returning the game. I hear people breaking their discs. I hear people renting. We're not going to rent again. Rent, as in with an A and not an E. But I'll be playing Far Cry 4 instead of Halo the Master Chief Collection. I'm going to just say that. Even yesterday, while I was in the middle of searching for the games, I was like, I want to play Far Cry 4. You know, I never played a Far Cry game before. Far Cry 4 is my first Far Cry game, and I'm digging it. I'm not going to go pick up the other games. I'm not that in love with it, but it's an extremely fun game. It's like Skyrim with guns, Brendan. It's Skyrim with guns.
That's what they've always called Far Cry.
Really? I didn't know that. Well, excuse me. I'm not a Far Cry person. Hello, Spritey Mite. Brendan, you want to add something else to the Master Chief Collection before we sort of move in, how it affects the community? Because I have a few things I want to say in that regard.
I don't know. I mean, clean up the connection issues.
Please.
And then the only issue I can see in the entirety of the game is the lack of armor customization.
And the fact that the elites are horribly textured.
Yeah,
on the face, at least.
Yeah. You know, just, I mean, that just goes along with the helmets and such you would get. So, I mean, throw us some customization and I'd be completely happy with this package.
To quote my favorite character from ever, the villain anyway, throw me a bone here! Guess who it is?
I have no clue.
Dr. Evil. From Austin Powers. I like Mike Myers.
Said it like Skeletor. I was... Throw me a bone here.
And Skeletor is skeleton with muscles. Again, we love what they did with the custom games. We love the Forge is just amazing. Granted, the Forge, as amazing as it has a big flaw. It has piss poor frame rate issues, especially when you put a lot of lights in. Supposedly, okay, fine, it's my fault for putting that many lights, right? But I still think they could have done a better job. Wow, that was really dark. They could have done a better job, at least optimizing the game where more than 2 lights would be fine. However, that's not the case. You saw, Brennan, how much lag there was when we get into our custom game.
Oh,
we went from 60 FPS to 30. And that's a big change when now people will understand what's the difference between 60 FPS and 30 FPS and why you should love 60 FPS over 30 FPS. That being said, though, the amount of detail you could put into the map is great. Even a simplistic map still works wonderfully with the forge. I can't wait until we get into more detailed forges, whatever and whatnot. Well, me and Brennan, we're not forgers. Well, our maps are bare bones logical. They're not fancy or anything of the sort, even though we do have plenty of fancy stuff planned for you guys in the future.
Ho, ho, ho.
Brennan, you want to talk about how Halo the Master Chief Collection sort of affected the community?
Well, I don't quite know just yet. I've seen a couple people try to jump onto the bandwagon and try to get out, quote unquote, the first Halo 2A Machinima. Had a very odd effect on that. Other than that, people seem to be... I don't know, they're not using it as much as I thought they would from the get-go.
Oh, I have completely different opinion of you, boyo.
No, it's just like, I know that they sprout up everywhere, but I have not seen anything being used that's, like, legit being used to the full potential of Halo 2A.
I like how you say Halo 2A instead of Anniversary. I'm gonna tell you right away, people who said we're quitting are back. People who haven't done Machinimas in years, well, not in years, in months, who said they quit those months ago are back doing the Machinimas. Which I'm just like sitting back saying, I told you so, respectfully. You know, I understand new engine. I understand you wanna spread your legs again, but I thought you quit. I thought you wrote big explanations and you made big videos, and then you're back into the fray again. A logical, expectable. I expected that to come true. Can't really say anything else about that. So people are back. So that's power of MCC for you. So I think definitely the fact that people jumped in. Hey, I'm gonna make a tutorial how to lower my weapon too. Also, a bunch of people sprung about that, which is a good thing. I like when people do a lot of things together. That way, it gets spread more oftenly, as opposed to typing into the description. That's how you do it. Just show people, you know. Don't be a snitch. Be a good person. I think people got into that. Oh, I'm gonna redo this, redo that. Let's redo this together. Let's do this with this. And I'm pretty sure that the next year, so 2015 is gonna be a big ass year for Halo 2A when they fix the issues with the matchmaking and the custom games. We ourselves have a serious plan for it. We're going to talk about it in a little bit. I think people still clamoring to the idea that action is the way to go, and I can't wait until more action machinimas pop up with Halo 2 Anniversary tag next to that machinima symbol, next to that machinima word, and we're going to be looking at Halo 4 again, because believe it or not, Halo 2A looks a lot like Halo 4, especially from the opinion of armors, because armors are, if not direct rips, extremely similar armors to the Halo 4 armors, as well as the Forge palette. Granted, it's changed a little bit. Now you don't have the shiny steel walls. Now they're brick walls, or they're mud walls, or they're rock walls, something of the sort. But otherwise, the palette is pretty much the same. Forging is easier simply because they changed the forging up, but it's not like revolutionary changes. I think they did everything we wanted in Halo 4 for the forging, and they did it here, and still not enough. There's no green screen for the collection, and I tried making one because I had a scene that I really wanted to try out, and I gave up. I just don't want to make it. If you guys find out the way to make green screen, tell me. I'll make a tutorial about it, or something of the sort. So filming wise, I think it's gonna be a blast to film in Halo 2A. But the fact that there's so little maps available, was it 6 maps? Plus 3 canvases, and canvases are only good for outside. Inside, I don't think it's gonna be that much better. But Brennan and I sort of looked at how it looks, and our first map that we did kind of looks decent. It looks like a Covenant place, even though there's no Covenant colored things at all. There's not even barriers, Brennan.
Yeah,
no
it's
barriers.
Unfortunate. For the space map, there's that strange goldish brown color that just permeates the map, even if there are walls blocking it.
Yep.
And I don't know. I don't think 343 has got the lighting system down yet.
I don't think they will ever. I think that's the engine's issue, not. Well, it's 343's issues, but it's also an engine issue. Hello, Mr. Firefang. Yes, it's definitely the issue with the engine, which they can't overcome. I think they have to rescript the entire engine in order to get rid of that, and I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess we can't grab too much at it. I've said over and over, this is not a game that we should be taking seriously. I don't think anybody should be using this as their last resort for Machinima. I think this is just the game that they're using to tide us over until Halo 5.
That being said, for the next year until the until the Halo 5 comes out, we'll be using most of the time. We'll be using Halo 2 Anniversary for our filming purposes. Yeah. Right?
I haven't got MCC, but for the green screen thing, could you not use the blue shield door thing?
Nope. There's too much phasing going on there. It's not the same slow phase like it's in Reach, where you actually can mask it out effectively. Here it's sporadic. It goes up and down, ups and down, ups and down, ups and down, ups and down. It's not gonna be good for the green screen in post processing. Absolutely not. I tried different variations. Maybe red will work, but I also have the same problem because the phasing of the shield is really evident. You're not gonna get rid of the phasing that easily. Plus, I didn't tinker with it long enough, but I'm pretty sure I'm on the spot about that. But then again, we're not really talking about how it's gonna be awesome in filming. The fact is, it is usable. It's more usable than Destiny. Definitely, it's more usable than in Halo 4, if you're gonna believe people. But I don't believe people. It's considering that we made already like 2 hours worth of films in Halo 4. It's not a big deal. Even how as cool as people thought that lowering guns online will be cool, I did it in an online match. Nobody gave two shits. People just cared about, let me shoot you in the face. And when it's gonna come to the big machinimas, usually big machinimas involve what? Either civilians without guns or soldiers shooting themselves in the face. So lowering guns also is not gonna be a big push to machinima in the year to come. Remember, Halo MCC is gonna be relevant, if that's even a word, for a year or so until Halo 5 comes out. However, us being majorly elite-based machinima people, we're probably going to be using MCC for longer than that, because I have high doubts that we'll be able to play as elites in Halo 5. Considering how, like, even from what we know right now for the beta, they're pushing Spartans again so much. It reminds me of how they pushed Spartans in Reach, and we'll still get elites, but compared to Spartans, and then in Halo 4, where it was the Spartan game, and we didn't get elites at all, I have low hopes for Halo 5. How about you, Brendan?
Oh my goodness, there was so much said. Say it again in summarized.
I don't think there'll be elites in Halo 5. Playable.
Okay. No playable elites in Halo 5? Well, if they are, it'd probably be limited again, like in Halo Reach, or just non-existent, like in Halo 4.
I'm leaning to non-existent.
I don't know if they're going to follow Bungie's footsteps, where they make the second game give you some incredibly limited elites, but they did make this thing, and they showed that they can give us new modeled elites. So if they don't have it in next game, it wouldn't make any sense.
Well, they're moderately new-looking elites, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's then again, there's a lot of stuff they're doing with MCC that doesn't make sense, like the fact that you can't open your party.
You can't open. Oh, right now? No.
No, like you can only do friends only or invite only. I don't understand that.
Where's the open party so I can have all other people there? Seriously, where is it?
Then again, you're probably
I don't know where it is.
You don't have it.
well, yeah, you don't. Friends and invites only. So how am I supposed to get people who are not my friend or I invited into the party if they come with their own friend? It will still be possible even to do that?
Hold on, I was looking at. Okay, so now they have vaulting, kind of like Crisis 3. Crisis 3 had vaulting.
Yeah. They have the jetpack and everything. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Halo 5 in a little bit.
Yeah,
But
that
Master
ground
Chief
pound is
Collection,
kind of useless.
yeah. So Master Chief Collection is definitely Machinima made. Everybody's doing Machinima right now. Some people said, "I will never do Machinima in 60 frames per second. It's not cinematic," and then they did. People said, "I will never do Halo Chief Master Chief Collection because it's just gonna be something gimmick." People still do that. Again, a new Halo engine implies we're gonna be playing a game, gonna make machinimas in it, and that's exactly what's happening. Can't blame anybody for it. Brennan and I was gonna be sticking to 30 FPS for films. Unless we're gonna do it on PC. If it's on PC, we're gonna probably upgrade to 60 FPS for Scale and Claw, especially Scale and Claw. For Scale and Claw, definitely Scale and Claw.
Oh, and
definitely
then I had a
60
good
FPS.
question.
Why? Okay, go for it.
Why is it that this year has been the year of shipping unfinished games? And
Far Cry 4 is
why?
actually finished.
Oh, well, I mean,
Far Cry, excuse me. Well, Annie, I think you're kind of wrong.
no. He's.
I know he's talking about two particular games. Yeah, he's talking about
There's a trend.
MCC,
Okay.
and he's talking about Assassin's Creed Unity. Let's look about it. A Dragon Age Inquisition, finished game, shipped fine, great reviews, kick-ass game. Destiny was unfinished, fine. Wolfenstein was finished to hell. Wolfenstein was polished to the point where it was like, mwah, bon appetit. I think you're wrong in that regard. Truth be told, just because we have 3 or 4 games that are not finished. Titanfall was finished. Now they're just putting more stuff in for you to enjoy. What other games released this year, Brendan? I think pre-sequel for Borderlands was finished, even though it was nothing special. What we have here is select games that are absolutely unfinished that catch everybody's eyes, not because they're a big deal, but because they're the only few that are sort of stinking out. And I did say stinking, not stinking.
Right. First, let's sort of identify which of the games are supposed to be unfinished.
Well, Assassin's Creed Unity, Destiny.
Okay. What was
Master Chief
Unity
Collection.
missing?
Unity? It's buggy as hell. It's unplayable on the best machines ever. Total Biscuit, my favorite guy who reviews games, sort of does first impressions, has a 2980s in his computer, has a next-gen multi-threaded 8-core processor, has all the latest bullshit in his computer down to the RAM, and the game drops to 30 FPS when it's supposed to be running at 120 FPS.
Ugh.
On PC. And don't get me started on the consoles when it runs at 30 FPS and it still has the same bugs. So that's an unfinished game. I think, Annie, I agree with you, but I think you're blowing it out of proportion. This is not the year of unfinished games. This is the year when there's AAA titles that are unfinished to the point where it's just disgusting, and it's coming from Bungie and 343 mostly. It's not a widespread issue. We know that Ubisoft can do amazing games. I mean, look at Far Cry 4. Personally speaking, right there, the only issue they had on day one, and they patched it right away, which involved upgrading the drivers, and not even the game itself. So I would back off about saying that this year is the year of crappy releases. I'd say that it's a year of crappy few releases that people were overhyped over. And unfortunately, Brendan and I fell for every single one of them except Unity. I wanted to get Unity for PC, Brendan, but I do not want to get it anymore.
Yeah, and I've never actually played any of the Assassin's Creed games, so
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I figured, I could understand Destiny being incomplete because it was supposed to be an MMO and everything else, and everybody knows that MMOs are a game that's supposed to be a persistent world that's supposed to be constantly evolving, but it wasn't a persistent world.
It was not.
I was sad about that. A persistent world means you should be allowed to have 500 plus people on screen at once, even
Not
if
16.
Huh? Well,
Not
yeah.
16.
You should be able to have as many people as possible on your screen at once. I don't care if it lags you out. You should still be able to do it.
Well, no. If it lags you out, it's still unfinished.
No, I mean, like, if you play Terra or World of Warcraft and too many people are in a raid and it lags you out, that doesn't mean World of Warcraft is unfinished. It
Okay.
just means it's too much lag, your computer can't handle it, so the game crashes.
We're talking about consoles. They're not nearly as powerful as the laptop that you have that you bought a year ago.
Yeah. The point is, there are certain qualifications in open world, a persistent MMORPG should have that, Destiny was striving for, but didn't really complete its mission.
If you're just joining us, we have a very chill M&B show. We don't have Danny or Kitty the Killer this time around. We probably will not. We probably will not be having them next show either. But that's not because we don't want them there. It's because I don't think the next show will be sort of friendly with them. I think we're gonna have a serious topic next show. I don't know. I just feel like we haven't had a serious topic in a while, so we're gonna have a serious topic next time. Something of the sort.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay,
but
how is this the year of overhype?
Destiny was overhyped.
Yeah.
MCC was overhyped. Unity and Renegade, which is both Assassin's Creed, blah 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 titles, were overhyped. Far Cry 4 was overhyped, but it deserves its hype. Wolfenstein was hyped, and it deserved its hype. Alien Isolation was overhyped to the point of no return, and it did not deliver on its hype. What else we had this year that Civilization, the new Civilization game was overhyped to the point where it was supposedly a completely new concept. All it was a rehash of some other of the previous title. Again, year of overhyping, year of people falling for this hype, and people getting butthurt over it. But we do have legitimate issues with MCC. I think for for half a week, Brennan and I had problems connecting with Destiny as well. However, that got resolved like almost instantly, and we actually had fun afterwards.
Yeah.
MCC 2 weeks, and Brennan and I only were able to play together once. Titanfall was not overhyped; it was hyped. I never got overhyped over Titanfall, even though Brennan and I got it on the PC. We had blast with it for 2 weeks. That's how long the game lasted. It was not overhyped. I think it deserved it hype, because Brennan and I not only fell for it, but we stuck with the game for 2 days. No, not 2 days, 2 weeks. 2 weeks straight. Like, we played only that game exclusively.
Yeah, and I have to say, hours to dollar percentage wise, I think we got our money's worth out of it.
Even with non-existent campaign, which they never advertised to begin with. They never advertised campaign as anything more than a Lechon thing anyway.
Yeah, I suppose one of the biggest overhyped machines they have right there is that one term that everybody loves to hear. You know what that is?
Next gen.
No.
Oh, okay. What is it?
Dedicated servers.
Oh yeah, bullshit. No. Dedicated servers, but they don't work.
Everybody decided the people who made that Advanced Warfare COD game completely lied about having them. If you saw Brewmac's latest video.
Oh yes, I watched all his videos.
Yeah, he ripped that game to shreds.
Literally, they did do a good job with shotguns though. I played the game I bought the game for the campaign. Truth be told, I bought the game for campaign. I didn't buy it for the multiplayer, and I played a few matches multiplayer. I don't want to play it anymore.
Yeah,
and
loves it, but
yeah, I'm probably gonna play Far Cry on the internet anyway, together with somebody. Well, not together, against somebody. That being said, though, Annie, I love you, man, but I just don't agree with it. It's overhyped year, and few AAA titles are just crap.
Oh goodness. Time for a random topic.
What did you think of all the Five Nights at Freddy's and the sequel? I loved Markiplier. I love Markiplier now. Brennan put me on Markiplier. I just watch Markiplier now play games. I don't play games myself.
Well, yeah, that's a weird thing.
I know. Okay, no. I like both of the original and the second one. I watched Markiplier play it. I know I said that I want to play it. Battlefield 4 was not overhyped. Battlefield 4 always gets its own type of hype because they release nothing but gameplay footage and few updates to the loadouts of the weapons. So I actually do think that Battlefield 4 was properly hyped, not overhyped. Well, I never got overhyped over Battlefield. I just like Battlefield.
You gotta love the fact that if they show nothing but gameplay, you're getting exactly what you see, right?
Yeah, and they never said next gen. Yeah, but remember, Battlefield was always a PC title first, and then it came to consoles, and I think it's primarily being developed for the consoles. So
Oh, look at that ending screen. I don't like the fact that Halo 5 is essentially using the Halo 4 models, but it does look pretty interesting.
yeah, a little bit. I don't have a big gripes with it anyway.
I don't know, the energy sword looks weird.
I think it's one of the variations. They're gonna have a proper energy sword there. I don't think Prophet's Bane is the only energy sword they're going to have. That being said, though,
Oh, that's what it was?
yeah, it's not energy sword. It's Prophet's Bane.
Huh.
Brennan, we just watched a buttload of Halo 5 stuff. Are we fucking excited about Halo 5? Honestly, are you excited about Halo 5?
Not quite.
Me either.
I don't know. I love the idea, but I'm just so bothered by the fact that they're still being lazy, and all of the guns still look exactly the same. All of the characters still look exactly the same. And I know you don't need a graphical overhaul every single time to make a game work. Obviously, Call of Duty has lived on this for a while now. But I mean, I don't know. I just don't like how they literally just reuse the things. It just doesn't feel like I'm getting a new game. I'm just getting a whole bunch of new movement abilities. And have you noticed that nowadays, big things games have are all having that boost to the side ability?
Well, let's be honest. Titanfall started the trend.
It started with Japanese games, and then
no, they've been there forever with the robot games they have.
Robot games that were inspired by what?
I don't know.
Sci-fi, which is inspired by what? Old animations. And which country specializes in giant robots?
I don't know.
Japan.
Okay, shut up.
Yes. So Japan invents this stupid thing where you're able to boost side to side and shit in all the old school mech games. And now
I care so little about that.
yeah, just think, Titanfall, Halo, Call of Duty. I wouldn't be surprised if Battlefield lets you have like an air canister in your ass cheek that lets you just jump sideways.
Oh my god, you did not say that. You did not say that, an air canister in your ass cheek. Okay, listen. Again, I look at Halo 5 as a Machinima engine, and not particularly a game to play, because I'll be honest, I'm a PC gamer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brennan also is gonna be a PC gamer too.
Yeah, I
He
mean,
just needs
until,
a better. He already is one. He just needs a better PC now.
I need a PC.
Yeah, he has a lappy. Fine, he has a lappy. But
Laptop is only good for gaming at the moment.
I haven't held a controller competitively in probably a year. Yeah, a year since I ever got my new rig. I haven't held a controller in competitive fashion in a year. Even playing Destiny competitive mode just does not hit the spot. But other things do. Wink, wink. That being said, though, I'm excited about Halo 5 because I'm thinking if they do have elites there, it's gonna be kick-ass. Because if they don't have elites, I'm gonna look at this as another Halo 4, and we're probably not gonna be doing anything with it. That's why I'm so pissed that MCC is not working right now, because I want to take advantage of MCC right now, as much as I can, before it fithers away. And
it's going to.
Yeah, it has to. But then again, you know what? You guys, you watched this already. I'm gonna switch this for like 10 minutes or something of the sort. We're gonna talk about something really close to heart. We're not gonna spoil much, but ta-da! Elite War Exile. Thank you so much for watching the teaser. I can't believe how much reaction we got for the teaser. Oh my god, Brandon. Oh my god. I can't believe people missed Elites of War. Jesus.
Dude, people have been asking for this shit forever.
Man, we haven't done Elites of War in 2 years, and the moment we released this a minute and a half, 2 minute and a half teaser with pretty much no backstory except for one character talking, and people want more Elites of War? What is wrong with you people? I mean, thank you, but what is wrong with you? I know Brandon's like, Andrew, why are you saying this, man? You should be excited. Hell, for the first time in 2.5 years, Brandon and I are excited about writing Machinima again. I'll be honest, like the moment like literally, I made the teaser to see. You know what? I'm gonna be one of those douchebags. I'm gonna go ahead and release something right away. So I did a few captures, and then I sat down to my editing to do the editing, and I thought to myself, you know what? Who cares? So I'll be 3 days after release, or however long it took, like two, was it like a few days? A few days after release,
Indeed.
and I'm like, you know what? Why don't I make it a teaser to something that I like? So I'm like, Brendan, I just did this thing. Can you voice this character? And Brendan was like, yeah, I'll do it. And Brendan did it, and I was like, I like it. It's cool. I'll put it in. So I put it in, and then I'm like, you know what? This will be great if I put a lot of cinematic effects on it. And I'm like, I don't want to be digital virus though. So I'm like, you know what? My style. If I'm gonna do a cinematic trailer, I'm gonna use proper cinematic tools. I did diffusion. I did color correction. I did color curves. I did vignette. I did lens flares where they make sense. I put
The big yellow sun in the distance.
No. It was already there. I just put a little small flare there.
Yeah, that's what I
to
mean.
give it a little brightness. I didn't even move. I didn't move it at all because sun didn't move. Neither did the lens flare. I did slight little tweaking to the colors here and there. I made it a bit too dark just because I wanted to get the dramatic feel. I loved how the elite moved. I'll be honest. The movement elites, like normally when they move, was wonderful. I loved the cinematic feel that I got from this trailer. I usually do not talk about how I feel about my works. Like Brent and I, we either say, oh, we loved it, or we just say, oh, it was okay. But I just want to say how much work it went through 4 different phases. I'm not a guy who uses After Effects a lot, but it went through rendering in Sony Vegas. Then I went through the rendering in After Effects. Then I went through the entire new rendering process in After Effects with a little bit of shaking. Then I compiled both. I did all kinds of different merges here and there. Then I put in a layer for lens flares. Then I put in a layer for small, tiny, slight little bits for the camera stuff. And then I released the trailer, and it was wonderful. Brendan, I found a cool effect for the monitor. I'm like, slapped it on. There you go. It sounds good. Now it's a monitor. Hell yeah.
Hey, should we add this? And my reaction was like, what do we need that? Why do we need it? What? I thought we didn't. Huh?
And if you guys didn't know that the monitor was green screened in, and I'm like, Brendan, you see anything weird about this? Like, no. Look at the monitor. He's like, okay. Like, you don't see nothing? He's like, no. I'm like, I green screened that asshole in. Like, really? I'm like, yeah, you're lying. I green screened him in. Like, oh my god, it looks like it belongs there. And like, I'm a professional. Yes, the beam rifle looks big, but for those of you who are not really weirded out by why there's a beam rifle and a sword, you probably never watched Elites of War from the beginning. Like, literally, if you watch Elites of War from the beginning, you will understand why he has those weapons. But that being said, Elites of War Exile. It's not a movie. It's gonna be a series. It's not gonna be season 3 of Elites of War, but it sort of is, but it's not. It's gonna be a very interesting writing for me because one. What am I going to say? Yeah, this is the side of Elites that I never wanted to explore.
Should we start throwing in chaff?
What is chaff?
Chaff, it's like a strange mixture of true things and false things that'll keep people guessing.
Oh, but what you call it? I'm gonna show the side of my writing in terms of Elites that never was seen fleshed out, and this is gonna take place again. This is not so much of a spoiler, but just an informational. It's gonna take place during the Halo 2 campaign, Halo 2 timeline, from before the Great Schism to after Great Schism. So if you like Halo 2 story, you're probably gonna like this story too. It's gonna take a different take on what it's gonna be. Pretty much, imagine this: you play as Master Chief in a certain place and Arbiters in another, but you don't know what's going on around you. You just know the path that you chose. We're gonna explore something else with this sort of year-long lasting series. We have no clue how many episodes we're gonna release. No idea. We have no idea how often we're gonna release them. All we know, they're gonna be around 20 minutes or so long each. We're not gonna make it too big. We're gonna make it sort of like a TV show for like cartoon or a mini series. Like if you watch Star Wars: The Rebels and any other Star Wars series ever, pretty much that's how long it's gonna be. 20 to 22 minutes, right, Brendan? That's the proper length without the commercials.
Indeed.
It's gonna be following this guy who eating the sun. I don't care. It's a kick-ass background. It's kick-ass. I like it. Don't look at me like that. I like it. I made it. I like it. Deal with it. Very excited about that. Extremely excited about that. Can't wait. Can't wait to actually work on it more. So we're gonna be working on that. What was that? What was I? God freaking damn it! I forgot. Oh, I literally lost the track of thought.
Talking about Elites of War Exile.
Yeah. So there's a reason why it has an Exile subtitle there. Not subtitle, but a subtitle. You might not understand what it is. You might think you know what Exile is, but I have a different spin on the word Exile completely. It's gonna be pretty nifty.
Yeah, I don't call it Exile. I call it Elites of War Exile.
Exile.
Exile Rod.
Yeah. Again, we did not plan for this series at all, but it's happening. Because for the first time, honestly, even Space Marine was kind of exciting. Space Marine wasn't really exciting, but I'm more excited about this. I'm so much more excited about doing Elites of War again. I'm itching to type, even though I'm like, oh my god, what am I going to do with this stuff? Gasp. But there's a lot of forging involved. Oh, it's gonna be glorious. But most importantly, we just love the feedback. Like if Brennan and I stuck with Elites of War for these past 2 years, I don't know.
It probably wouldn't have as much oomph as suddenly returning.
No, it would have. We'd be much bigger, man. Are you kidding? If we put all our effort in the past 2 years to Elites of War, things we could have accomplished, Brendan. But no, we had to experiment.
Well, our experimentation period is almost over. Once we finish all the projects we have now, we'll be able to go back to the great EOW.
Exile. Exile. So yeah, thank you for watching. I mean, again, I'm just surprised by what people said. Not even one negative comment. Thank you. Probably not gonna show up now, but everybody was so freaking excited. I'm like, wow, thank you. So nice. I loved it. I'm like, oh, it's so heartwarming. And Brendan and I, we this is a hobby for us, but this is my baby. This is my baby. I love Elites of War. And it's so exciting. Pet me on the back, Brennan. Pet me on the back. I did a good job. You must admit I did a good job with this teaser.
Yes.
Even if it would not catch on, I still did a good job with the teaser, man. Oh, I love the teaser. Oh, I love the teaser, man. Thank you for talking me out of making him talk. Originally he had one line, the character. He had one line to say, which would probably reveal everything about him. Like, oh, I'm so glad he talked. Brendan talked me out of it. So,
I didn't even think it needed to be in there. I didn't think.
Brendan didn't even see the line that he's like, well, you're done, right? You're gonna release it. I'm like, no, there's still a line. There's a line for him. He speaks. I'm like, yeah, like it kind of looks cooler if it's mysterious. I'm like, fine. You're ruining my script. And then I'm like, oh, it came out so awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. It's cool. Yeah. Are you gonna continue the story with Bloodhound or Raptor Squad? Brendan and I, we have a disease. We go back in time all the time.
It's actually called anachronistic disorder. It's where our minds keep on saying, we need to make more foundation.
Yeah, I guess that. Like we started with season 1. It was 15 years in the future. Season 2 was 14 and a half years in the future. So we went half a year back. We have Chronicles, which took us back 10 years. We took Rita Demolitis, which took us back from 0 to about 8 years. And now we're going back even, like, we're going to absolute zero right now. We're going to the point where the entire universe that is Elites of War is born within the established universe already. So, like, a lot of people don't understand this, but everything in Elites of War is interwoven with the main story in Halo.
It's
And I
just
think
that we have
starting with
Star
the,
Wars syndrome.
yeah, Star Wars. I think
Like,
starting with the Exile and on, we're gonna be following Halo much more closely in terms of story. I was really like, I don't want to touch the story, but now that when I'm comfortable 5 years after, when I'm comfortable with the lore, when I know how to go around all these nasty little things that I see other people do, I'm like, oh my god, you destroyed it. Like, I can go around these things now, and I can plug my story in so well, you won't even understand how awesome it is. Fuck, I'm praising myself good today, Brandon. You really need to pat me on the back or something.
Badoosh, badoosh, badoosh.
But are we gonna go back to Bloodhound and Raptor Squad? Probably yes, of course. I mean, I can't not go back to them. I mean, Boss took Spotlight, and I did not intend for him to take Spotlight. And then Bloodhound took Spotlight, and that was sort of intentional. I really did not want Boss to be in Spotlight that much longer. But I'm shifting everything. Right now, it's not a clean slate. It's not season 1 redone or anything of the sort. This is something completely new. Something that I kind of touched upon in Chronicles, but not exactly. Now, full gears ahead on the concept. So,
This just means we're not going any further back.
yeah, there's no point. We thought about this one event that happened to go back, but we don't need to show it anymore. We just don't need to show it. There is few retcons that are being done with the Exile as opposed to the rest of the universe. They're really minor. Literally, it's just a numbers game. Like, this amount of time, this amount of years. So, it's very, very minute retcons. I know people don't like retcons at all. Retcons mean you're rewriting a continuity. So, rewriting continuity, that's what's gonna happen. Yeah. 2015 plans. Elites of War Exile. We're gonna finish off Monster Hunter this year, definitely. We're gonna finish Space Marine this year, definitely. So next year is about Elites of War Exile. It's about God damn it. What else? Oh yeah. Valak has a series he wants to do. We're gonna be focusing as well as that as well. And also Boss's Arena, which is also something we're also gonna be all working together. The giveaway, which is the important bit right here. I really wanted to wait for more people to sort of show up, but I don't know. Probably that kind of day, man.
Yeah, it don't matter.
You know, like we've been following how much people watch M&B show, and it's always stable amount. But yeah, giveaway once it pops up on the screen, I'm probably gonna show it. We have another patch. We're probably gonna make another video separate for the patch alone. However, that being said, here's the patch. It's Kalen Claw inspired patch. We really went all out on this patch. It's really beautiful looking patch, if I say so myself. It's an amazingly looking patch. So if you ever watched Kalen Claw, you just want to have this cool patch, you know the rules. Just contact Brandy on Skype. Brendan.co20, right?
Yep, on Skype.
Brendan.co20. I'll put it in the description right now. Brendan.co20 for the patch. Brendan, well, lowercase, right?
Yes, everything is in lowercase.
Brendan.co20 for patch. As always, patches are free. They are not anything. What you call it? Yeah, patches are free. You just patches are free. Like, I don't know what else to say. Patches are free. We everybody who asked patches for last time received them. So yay for the mailing system. Yay. The patches will include the following: the patch, letter of authenticity with our seal. What else is gonna include? And the wax seal. Yeah, it's gonna include 3 things. So the letter, the wax seal on the letter, and the patch itself. I hope you guys enjoyed these patches. So remember, just go talk to Brandy about the patch things down there. We're gonna next patch is going to be Monster Hunter inspired patch. I would like to note a few milestones of ours. And I can't believe we actually reached these milestones. We have reached 4.8 thousand. What you call it? What? Oh yeah, 4.8 thousand subscribers. Yay!
Yay!
So it's amazing. Oh, it's amazing. Thank you guys so much. We honestly never thought we would reach that much. It really warms our hearts. Again, we take this as a hobby. We don't take it too seriously, but it's really nice when we reach those milestones. And our next milestone is obviously gonna be 4.9, and after 4.9 is gonna be 5. And once we reach 5,000 subscribers, we're gonna have something very fun and grand planned. What else? What else, Brendan? Say something nice. Well, say something. I'm thinking way too much.
Of course you're thinking way too much. Dear God.
Right?
Ooh. Do you think it'd be interesting at all to take suggestions on what we should design the patches to be like?
A suggestion for patches? Not until we... I don't want to take suggestions until we actually have an occasion for a suggestion.
Yeah, wait till we've got like 10 patches out already.
Yeah, the way we do patches is when something's happening. The reason why we released the 50th anniversary patch, the 50th show patch. By the way, I also have a few more of 50th M&B show patches. So if you're interested in getting those patches, also contact Brendan. Again, these are really nice, high quality, nicely smelling patches. I like how they smell. And yeah, like again, 50th anniversary was the 50th show. The Scale and Claw patches, because Scale and Claw is a year old, so we released that patch. There's gonna be a few more patches for Scale and Claw inspired with the coming chapters. And the next patch is gonna be Monster Hunter, because our next release is Monster Hunter release. And after Monster Hunter, we're gonna have a Leads of War patch, which we're gonna be working extremely hard on. I mean, because that's our flagship series again. Brother, high five. Yeah, baby. Woo. Woo. Live. Yeah. We're also going to do a separate video for the patches, again, just in case. But if you're watching this show after the fact, patches are available. We didn't order them because we need to know how many to order, but chances are we're going to order more than we need to anyway, like we always do with everything.
It's better to have too many than too little.
That's what she said. Oh, boink. That explains a lot of adultery.
Oh, dear.
Right? I don't really know what else to talk about, guys. Do you have any topics? Because, as I said, this is a really mellow show. Last show was really tired. It was a tired show because I was tired. Brandon was doing most of the talking, but this is a mellow show. We don't really have anything gigantic to talk about. It's really good because the community's kind of died down. It's really quiet. People just doing their things, excited about MCC and how crappy it is, yada, yada, yada. And Brandon and I, we just enjoying doing our stuff. You know, it's cool. So if you have anything specific you want to ask us or talk about, feel free to go ahead. We didn't have a big turnaround today with the viewers, but I love it. I love little tight-knit communities. Yes, Fire Fang. Welcome to the live.
Fide Fang.
Fide Fang. You said his name so funnily.
I'm sorry.
Why'd you say it so funnily, Brandon?
Fire, Fire, Fang, Fang.
Thong. I like thongs.
What? Oh dear.
I like
It's
thongs.
Fong. Chinese Fong. Fong, Fong, Fong.
So we're gonna give a few minutes, and then we're just gonna poof,
Poofity poof poof.
poofity poof poof,
Poof.
poof. I'm really hoping they fixed the MCC by now. Let me go ahead and see whether on the waypoint. So we're at 156 pages. We're at 158 pages of complaints right now. Like yesterday, every time I would refresh the page, there was another page coming. So it was really awkward and weird. Like, are you serious? That many people complaining about this? Is it really that? Crucible. Oh, Crucible. Yuck. No, thank you. Brandon, have you played Destiny?
Not recently.
No.
Like, I stopped playing Titanfall once the DLC hit.
Destiny.
And same thing with Destiny.
Really?
I frankly, unless I have somebody to play with, I don't care about Destiny. Because that's what MMOs do. They're worthless to play alone.
Unless it's Guild Wars. I like playing Guild Wars alone. If I'm gonna play Guild Wars today, they released something new for it too.
Well, Guild Wars scales to the player, doesn't it? Like, it's not gonna give you...
That's an amazing topic.
What? Scaling to the player?
How long till EOE Bubbles Edition? What is that? I don't know what that is. You have to explain. Do you like Halo? Have you watched the recent Halo Nightfall, Brandy?
No, not.
I watched it. Okay, I'll be honest.
Channel?
It's an Halo channel. Yeah, you can watch it through your Halo Master Chief Collection too.
It's gonna be the new one in 2015.
Halo Nightfall. That's a good topic. I'm gonna talk about that a little bit, man. You saw the first one though, right?
No.
You didn't. What are you doing?
College.
Good job. Good answer. Halo Nightfall is damn cool. Not so much on superbility of the visual effects, but I am digging the characters. Like, I know a lot of people who make Machinima and self-proclaimed movie critics do not agree with me, but I'm looking at this as the web series, something that is not done on a big budget and something that's done for a game. And when I look at Halo Nightfall, I do feel Halo. Both episodes really Halo-esque. I'll be honest, they're trying to throw in a lot of Firefly. Like, for some reason, they're throwing in some Firefly stuff into it. I think it's not just Whedon. Is it just Whedon who does the show? I don't know. I think that executive, executive guy is the Spielberg, right, for the Halo Nightfall. I'm not sure who's directing it, but for some reason, I have this Joss Whedon directing style there. And it's really, really engrossing. Engrossing means really,
Brings you into the subject in a way that keeps your attention for extended periods of time in a way that you like it.
I can't wait for the next episode, like for the episode 3. I know there's only 8 episodes, but I can't wait for the 3rd episode. That's how much into, not only because there's so much Halo in it. It's like, Brent and I, we're not Halo freaks. We're not Halo lore geeks or something of the sort, but I just look at Halo Nightfall, especially the 1st episode. I feel Oni as being asshole Oni guys. I feel the colonists. These are the colonists that I envision in my scripts. When I see these colonist military men, military women, it just feels like such a genuine attempt at portraying how would a separated society of humans treat somebody like a government agency that literally is like KGB of the Halo universe. That's what Oni is. It's KGB. They do whatever they want. They have absolutely no
I'll be right back.
Okay, so I'll talk about Halo Nightfall.
Go for it.
It was extremely well filmed. It had great shots. It had my style of shooting. It was not littered with nasty effects. Like, if we compare this to the J.J. Abrams Star Trek was great. It was really well done, but I like the minimalistic approach on special effects they took with Halo Nightfall, but it still feels like an amazing sci-fi series. That's what minimalistic does. It doesn't take away. It only adds so much genuinity. See, that's what happens when Brenna's not here. I can't I can't spell words. But it adds watch Halo Nightfall. It's everywhere. Like you can find it on any channel that hosts videos. So, especially I don't want to spoil anything, but the first episode was sort of obvious for everybody. Everybody can watch it, but the Zealot was not really well CGI'd, but it still looked like a Zealot. It really felt like a lead. The heavy gravitas of his footsteps, the way he moved was really elite-like. I like the interaction that he had with the sort of these minor characters. That was a really good thing in my opinion, truth be told. I like the second episode. Second episode is blew me away. It blew me away not because of the second part of which was actiony, but the atmosphere that you feel when they go on their mission. And that's obviously not a spoiler because they go on missions. If I were to give it a grade, first of all, this is better than any Halo Machinima out. Period. Not only because it's live action, not only because it was paid for and put a lot of money into it, because story-wise, it's so much more Halo than anything we ever done like as a community. Nothing is more Halo than Halo Nightfall. Writing is superb. The acting is superb. I love the characters. There's no ugly, nasty characters in terms of like badly acted characters. They're douchebags, but they're so in character. I love the cast. I'm really getting feel of Locke. I'm getting feel of the Oni guys. You know, Locke is this. He's an Oni guy. You can tell he's an Oni guy, but he doesn't behave like an asshole. There is no new species. Truth be told, first of all, we never heard of them. Second of all, they're extremely humanoid. I think they're cheaped out on special effects there. I think they could have done something more with the new species. So I don't know whether they were part of the Covenant or not. Great makeup though. I like the makeup. You know, I watched a lot of Face Off. I know how much effort it takes for the makeup. It was great makeup. But is it an interesting species that I want to know about? Not really. Another humanoid species. It's like, you know, in Mass Effect, every time you meet a new alien, it looks extremely alien. That guy just looked a lot like a human to me.
Oops.
Yeah, we're talking about there's this new alien species in episode 1 of Halo Nightfall, and I said it was extremely human-like because there was a guy in a prosthetic makeup, which was well done, but I'm just saying it did not feel like too alien-y to me. So, and again, I'm not watching it for the special effects, I'm watching it for the story, and you know, it was just there. I was not really excited about the new species. I don't know, which one?
Have you seen a new weapon for 5? It's a plasma launcher like UNSC weapon.
It's not plasma launcher. It's a small rocket launcher. I guarantee you, it's not a plasma launcher. It's a small rocket launcher. It fires mini rockets, homing mini rockets. It's not plasma based. I don't think it's plasma based.
So isn't that just a grenade launcher?
It's a rocket. It's a mini rocket nuke launcher thing.
I don't know. If you get a shotgun that shoots rockets, it's essentially a grenade launcher.
Yeah,
So I mean,
true. As a little update, I still can't get into matchmaking games in Halo 2 Anniversary. Yeah, sad. Hey, did you try?
I
Were you
have
trying
not
this
tried.
whole time? I was.
I'm going to try now.
Yeah, so yeah, if I were to give a grade to Halo Nightfall, based on these 2 episodes, a solid, if we're gonna do, what you call it, if I was given it out of, can we do stars or should we do our own ranking system? You wanna do
Gates.
Yates? What the hell is Yates?
Gates.
Gates?
The gates of Rams.
Yeah, I don't want to do Gates. If I wanted to do, you know, we're gonna do, if the grading system is brandies, and the maximum amount of brandies was 10 brandies, I would give 8 brandies and 1 mic.
How much, Mike?
My mic is worth like almost 1 brandy, but not really. So I would give 8 brandies and 1 mic. The maximum you can ever have is 10 brandies and 2 mics. So 8 brandies and 1 mic. So it's okay. It's yeah, go for it.
I was just looking at the game stuff as he goes into the VR stuff. Or
Yeah,
into the...
yeah.
How do you feel about them being able to look down the sights?
Okay, guys. Anything else? Anything else at all? Anything you want us to cover? Anything specific?
No, well, I guess they're being lazy.
I hate that they delete the comments on YouTube now, man. Like, because there's no reference to what we're talking about when we're asking for questions. But
Well,
I guess the way we say it is kind of okay, self-explanatory.
I guess we could chat about the random things. I like how there's the option to look down the sights even when it doesn't do anything.
Well, it's not looking down the sights. They call it smart aiming.
Yeah,
Or
but
smart targeting or something.
no matter
like
what
that.
you call it, it's still looking down the damn sights.
Yeah, true.
And, obviously, certain guns have it, and it's essentially just you zoom in a little while you're looking at them, but your reticle kind of gets a little bigger, but that's because you're zooming in on the screen and not actually doing anything.
Yes, correct.
I feel like that serves no purpose other than to help you mentally focus.
Yeah.
on
They
what
said that doesn't do anything. It's just narrowing your field of view, and that's it.
Yeah. I like it. I mean, it's cinematic enough with all the holographic reticles and such.
Yes.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. What about all the random abilities? Apparently,
There's
these-
7.
Yeah, the Spartan tackle is useless. Apparently. It's literally quicker to just hit somebody in the back and then shoot them instead of trying to tackle them. Because when you tackle, you're stuck in a long animation as you recover. Similar to when you use the boost in 04, the little thruster pack. You're just stuck in that dance move slide and you can't go anywhere. And wait, what the is this it? Wait, never mind. That it went back to Master Chief Collection.
Yeah, because I switched it.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, there are
It's not
elites
it.
here.
Topic: when do you think the next big blockbuster Halo Machinima like Rots will come out? Or do you think there'll be no more big blockbuster? Let me explain something to you. And I've been talking about this a lot in my youth.
Oh, that boob.
I said youth.
How dare you?
There was no big block. Even if we gonna look at Forgotten Spartans, it wasn't a big blockbuster stuff. You gotta understand that Machinima is not made with intent of. Okay, listen. Let me reiterate what I'm saying. Just because something gets big doesn't mean that it was planned on being big. You gotta understand that RB was working on the series for 2 years, and it literally started as a. What was it? Literally started as a sort of an homage to his earlier works, which was the Attack on Arcadia, which pretty much RB wanted a lot of explosions and fights. He just wanted something fun that he can do. If you look at his previous works, they were all smaller works. It's not that I don't think there'll be another big blockbuster series. I mean, whatever RB releases next is gonna be big and huge and deliciously amazing, but to say that there's gonna be another director who's gonna wonderfully somehow achieve a series that's gonna run for 2 years, is gonna have 1.5 million views per episode or per part, no. Because if you look at me, look at Brennan and I mean, we've been around for 5 years. We nearly have 2 million views on our channel. That's just slightly more bigger than Arbiter's first part of his series. The first part of Rots is 1.5 million views. That's a little bit under us total, as channel-wise, but I have a Machinima that has 500,000 views on it. That's the fourth episode of Elites of War, and that thing still gets views. It gets 3,000 views a month. I'm like, why? I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, but would that be considered a blockbuster because it has a lot of views? I mean, Evan Royalty had 1.5 million views on his War series or some War Attack on Earth, something like that. I mean, we have 100,000 views on our first episode, on 7th episode of Elites of War. That's cool, right?
I feel like Simon from American Idol on this topic.
What do you mean? Simon,
I don't really consider a Machinima a blockbuster unless it's made commercial success, like Red versus Blue. And
yeah. By blockbuster, do you mean I got shitload of views in my Machinima? Or do you actually mean something that has solid money-making opportunity.
And remember, blockbusters are films that are able to reach a wide variety of audience due to the sheer amount of advertising hype and other sort of values that it has. Meaning, if you want a blockbuster machinima, you have to have a machinima that draws in people who've never even heard of machinima.
Okay, Fire Fang. One rule: we don't talk about other series here unless it's a serious topic. So I really don't like that, and I don't like it because it's what you call it. It's not because I don't like it. It's just because, come on, man, you're on other director's channel, and I'm not buddy with Arbiter like close. We're not tight. We're not tight. You know, we're not tight. We're there, but we're not tight. We are aware of each other's existence, which is a good thing, but we're not tight. So I never speak on his channel about my machinimas. I respect him. I expect same respect from our viewers. I mean, I haven't said that in like probably 2 years. This is the first time I'm saying this in 2 years, but I don't like when people talk about other machinimas when they're in presence of, for example, another director or in presence of a director who's running something. For example, I'm not going to talk about the Odd Spaces. I'm not going to talk about the Unsociables around on what's his name's channel on God damn it.
What, the Unsociables?
That's Mike's series, remember? You voiced there.
WB. Well,
Yeah.
you know, saying I voice in it is a very vague statement, dude.
like yeah, I'm not gonna go to who Virus's channel and talk about Unsociables there. I'm not. Why? Because that's not his series. It's Mike's series. I don't want to disrespect Virus by talking about other series. It's just not nice. Not nice. I like nice people. You like nice people?
I like nice people.
But yeah, do I think there'll be another big blockbuster? Yeah, when Arbiter releases something else. When Arbiter releases another Machinima or Machinima series or something of a sort, that's gonna be a blockbuster.
You ask me, and I'm just gonna say no.
No? You think no?
I don't think anybody's going to get up to Red versus Blue level.
No, and you gotta remember, Red vs. Blue doesn't get 1 point something million views on their YouTube channel for Machinima. I mean, let me go. I'm gonna go right now on the channel, right? On Red vs. Blue. Red vs. Blue.
Yeah, but they've got their entire website and stuff.
They have an entire website, yeah. So there you go, Rooster Teeth, right? They released trailer for. They released a lot of cool content on their channel, like, you know, gameplays and whatnot. They also released trailers for their CD collections. Let's go ahead and look at their trailers for CD collections. Let's go to their playlists.
I don't know. Like,
Red vs. Blue series. There's 225 videos on Red vs. Blue. Let's go to episode Y, while we're here. There's gonna be a lot of views on this one. 7 million views, and that's from 2008. Let's go to Nobody Likes You, another Rooster Teeth, right? 1.4 million views. That's from 8 years ago. Do you understand what I'm saying? Are you gonna say that RB is bigger than Red vs. Blue? Because these guys, what you call it? Yeah, these guys have been around forever, and they didn't get 1.5 million views on everything. Look at that. From 8 years ago, it's 1.5 million views. From the original series, right? So Red vs. Blue Reconstruction episode 1, right? 2.2 million views. And we're talking about guys who are total of have how many subscribers on their YouTube channel? They've got, let's go. They've got, I'm subscribed to them, by the way. I'm awesome. Oh, it doesn't show? It shows. They have 7 million subscribers.
7 million.
7.9 million. Almost 8 million subscribers. 3 billion views on YouTube.
Not as much as PewDiePie, but they're definitely on their way.
They're number 2, by the way. According to WatchMojo.com, I think.
Ah.
Yeah. I mean, look at Red vs. Blue, the text fight scene. Okay, that's 11 million views. But, you know, they're blockbuster, not RB. And I'm not saying that because RB is a bad part. Like, it's not that we don't like RB. I'm just saying, like, they're blockbuster. I do not agree that RB is a blockbuster. Brendan, add something.
Yeah, like I said, if you're able to sell merchandise for it, then you know you've got some success.
Yeah, listen to Solar Flare. Like, we're not evil people. We're not evil. Are we evil?
Yes, we're completely demonic. We're
Quote us.
scourges of the underworld.
We are evil masterminds of universe. Eat us if you dare. Why
would
did
you
that
do
say eat us, man? I don't know. I don't know. Alright. Come on, guys. Anything else? This is your time to shine. Ask away. We like questions. You can talk about any machinima you want. Fine, I'll lift my rule this once.
Ooh, so gracious. Let's all talk about films that. No, I don't know very many.
I swear they recently released, not recently, but they released a trailer for this. Oh, there you go. Red vs. Blue, season 12, DVD Blu-ray collection. 1 week ago, they got almost 100,000 views on it. And they have 7 million subscribers. Here's a little tip for you guys who make machinima. And sort of like, oh, I don't get it for my full subscriber views. Usually you get 1/3 of your entire subscriber base within the first month. 1/3 of your subscriber base will usually watch your content within the month. Minimum. Definitely. 100%. 1/3 of your subscriber base. Sometimes you get lucky and you watch more than one person. I mean, more than 1/3. But usually there's a general rule that if you have, for example, 1,000 subscribers, 300 will watch your content within the first month. And some people who are newer, who has more active subscriber base, they're gonna either reach their subscriber base counts or go over it. But generally speaking, it's 1/3 to 1/2. This is how much views you get for your content within the 1 month time frame. Sure, if you're, for example, promoting your machinima on a channel that is huger, which is huge, what you call it, probably you're gonna get more attention, but it's usually it's 1/3. That's my. How do you feel about voicing in things? How do I feel about? I'm not a voice actor. I have very bad experience with other directors when I voiced for them. I always mention Global Productions because the guy was awesome. Like I loved him because he was this 13-year-old who managed to beat me in popularity. God damn it! But he did create Falcon Down. It was a great series. And the thing is that I voiced for him and he didn't release Machinima. I voiced for him again, he didn't release my Machinima. I voiced him for him again, he didn't release my Machinima. Not my Machinima, but the Machinima. I don't voice anymore because I have bad experience with directors. And usually that bad experience involves from either bad writing or them not using my lines. And that's what I don't like. That's why I don't voice. That's why I'm like, Brendan, you voice it, okay? I voice for Arby. Arby asked me to voice. I voice for my own series, and I will voice for few people who I'm close with in terms of business and professional. But I am not a voice actor, so I don't really like voicing. I don't like voicing. But years and even to this day, I've been told that my elite voice is epic. Again, I'm a skeptical person. Like same way like with the Elites Award teaser, I didn't expect people to care. But apparently, I'm really good elite voice actor. So I'm like, okay, thank you. Wonderful. Do you play Evolve? I love Evolve, but I don't want to play it. Like the game looks so much fun. It literally looks extremely fun. I just do not want to play it. Reason why I do not want to play it is because I don't like those kind of games. I want to be a big badass monster, but I want to have a story. I don't want to just say, I'm a big bad monster, hunt me please, you 4 or 5?
4.
Four wonderful class people. So, yeah. No. I want to play it if it had a story, but no thank you. I just watch somebody else. I'll watch Markiplier play it if he plays it. Like I watched him play Spore. I'm like, damn, this game looks cool, but I don't want to play it because it's boring. But Markiplier, you make it fun, boy.
Yeah.
Like I would never play Spore ever. I would not waste my money on Spore. I wasted money on Staying Alive game. Remember? I streamed it. Not streamed, but used it in an update a few times.
Staying alive.
The stay alive at night or whatever. It's with this Edward looking guy from whatever. He had spiky hair. Like bought it, played it for 2 days, not again. I don't like these survival games. and I don't like Spore, even though Markiplier makes it looks awesome. Like Markiplier makes everything looks awesome. He made a almost ball chopping, dick cutting look awesome.
Yeah.
Sorry, Markiplier is my man. I don't like PewDiePie. I like Markiplier more.
Yeah.
Yeah, like one of the people that I really sort of usually when I mention a director, I don't. There's very few directors I don't like. Usually, when I like a director, I make him my challenger.
Challenger.
Like I challenge you. And one of those guys was Dead Sound Studios. Dead Sound was one man. Like he was purely one man guy, one man guy. And he was doing shit that I was doing, but he was getting so much more attention for it. I'm like, damn it, young version of myself. Now that I think about it, you cared awfully too much about what the guy was doing. And I was watching every single episode that he was releasing. I was liking every single one of it. He was one of the few directors that I pressed like I didn't even watch episode, but I pressed like because I know I'm gonna enjoy it. Enjoyed every single episode. A year passed by. He's been gone for a year. I don't know what happened to him. I hope he's alive. I hope he's not gone. I just hope he just said, you know what, fuck it, and he quit like everybody else should do. If you're gonna say I'm quitting, well, That Sound did it properly. Do it the same way he did it. And you know what? I'm gonna be the first one in line to say thank you for coming back if he ever comes back, because I like That Sound. That Sound is a really cool guy. I think he's Scottish. He has this really unique accent about him, and he voiced every single character in all of his Machinimas, right? And it was really funny because I'm like, you voiced every single one of them, right? But I don't care because it sounds cool. It sounds good. He had a way of making his voice, while sounding the same, still represent a different character. Yeah.
Oh, Brandy, don't go into a bridging. God.
Shut up. You can go into a bridge. I think you bring something back.
I shall. I'll
Yeah.
bring all the boys to the yard.
Oh, please don't say that. Could you just bring all the girls to the yard and then I'm like spraying them all? Damn right. I'll spray them all. We need to sing a song. Oh, damn it. I swear I knew the words for Frozen, but I forgot. So what you guys think of next topic or whatever? I'll try to sing Frozen. Da-dun, dun, 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 da, 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 dun, da, dun, dun, in the wind. I forgot the words for this song, but I'm a queen. The kingdom of... No, wait. Damn it. I swear I knew the words. I just forgot them just for this moment. Let it go. Let it go. And I forgot everything else. God damn it, I didn't forget it. That song was stuck in my head for forever. I was listening to it earlier too. And then I listened to Mulan's song for some reason. Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. China sent me something, but I needed sons. Blah, 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 blah. I'll make a man out of you. Mulan by Mikey. I hope you liked it.
Goodness.
See, now I remember Milkshake song, but I don't want to sing the Milkshake song. My milkshakes bring all the boys to the yard, and they're like, mine's better than yours. Damn right, mine's better than yours. I can teach you, but I have to charge. I'll have to charge. That beat was off beat, by the way. It was so off beat.
Do 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 do.
Anaconda, right?
Yes.
My anaconda don't. My anaconda don't. My anaconda don't like buns until you. I forgot the words. No, you know what? Like literally, we're playing a lot of Pandora. Like I have a weird Pandora playlist. I don't know why, but they've been playing a lot of not Miley Cyrus. What's her name? Taylor Swift and Selena Gomez. Like they're sad songs. Like there's a place for you, and there's another one that Selena Gomez. The heart wants what it wants. Like this, like her song is so sad.
I don't like the pop stars nowadays.
Well, I like Taylor Swift. She's hot.
She's a feminist.
Well, she won't be after I'm done with her. Oh, fine. I'll go for Selena Gomez then. I'm better than Justin Bieber.
Ah, goodness. Please release Boss and Blood Wolf singing
Who
as
the
a
fuck
short.
is Blood Wolf?
I think he was talking about Peter.
Okay, let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. The perfect girl is gone. Here I stand in the light of day. Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway. Will Reach Machinima start to decay after 2014 Christmas and early 2015? Buddy, Reach has been dying ever since the last year.
Oh, he called it Blood Wolf. Bloodhound. Bloodhound,
Dumbass.
my friend. Bloodhound.
Bloodhound, not Blood Wolf. His name is Wolf with a U. He's
You just
Bloodhound.
turned him into an anime figure.
Damn it! No, I'm gonna I'm gonna sing that again. No, I want it from the start. The beginning of the song is the best, not the Let It Go part. And then when she does the castle, that's also good. I love the castle pit. Shut up! I liked Frozen. What can I say? I like bitches. High five on that, Brendan. High five. We like bitches. Women, we love women. I'm sorry. I just went into my work mood. Wolf and Bloodhound. We actually had an idea of doing a crossover between Elites of War and Scale and Claw. God damn it. The green screen that shit, man. Oh my, it's like was it Bloodhound or who do you want to go in there? Bloodhound, right? And Wolf. Wolf and Wolf. I mean Dog and Wolf, right?
Yeah, Dog.
No, what was it? We wanted to have the elite be like Silas.
Yeah, we just replace the roles where Wolf would be in Silas's body or something, and
Dude,
Silas.
Reach is what, 4 years old?
Oh yeah.
I stopped using Halo 3 the moment Halo Reach came out. I stopped using Reach the moment Halo 4 came out, and now I'm gonna not use Halo 4 because Halo Master Chief came out.
Do you like more Elsa or Anna? Elsa, all the way.
Anna, I like cute girls. I like Anna. Anna is like that type of girl that I really like. Like,
Yeah, I mean, Anna's
like,
nice
like
and hope, but Elsa is stacked.
I like Elsa because she's a powerful woman, but if I had to choose between a powerful woman and a silly, goofy one, I always pick the silly, goofy one. Why? Because silly, goofy one knows how to have fun without those restrictions. Like, look at Elsa in the beginning of the movie. She's strict, she's shy, she's afraid of everything, she's afraid of herself. Sure, a strong woman at the end of the movie, but in the beginning, she's trash. While Anna is fun, she knows how to party, and she speaks her mind. Oh, the snow glows white on the mountain tonight, and a footprint, oh, not a footprint to be seen. A kingdom of isolation, and it looks like I'm the queen. The wind is howling like the swirling storm inside of me. Couldn't keep it in heaven. Oh, damn it, I lost it. I forgot the melody.
You forgot the melody, now you
The
have
wind
to
is howling
start
like
all
a swirling
over.
storm inside. Could keep it in, heaven knows I tried. Don't let them see, don't let them be, blah 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 blah. Be the good girl you meant to be. Like, can you somebody post me the whole song? I'll sing it. I'll sing it. I swear I'll sing. If you post me every single lyric, I'll sing it. Brandon, you have to sing with me too.
That'd be a great thing. You know, our next reach out initiative. Send us a song and we will sing it in the most goofy ass way we can.
Oh, I'll sing this one. The snow glows white on the mountain tonight, not a footprint to be seen. A kingdom of isolation, and it looks like I'm the king.
Mikey, you can
The
literally
wind
just
is
make-
howling like the swirling storm inside, blah blah. Couldn't keep it in, heaven knows I tried. Do you wanna build a human? Oh, do you wanna build a snowman? That was a cool song. Do you wanna build a snowman? Do you wanna kill somebody? I think that was one of the versions of that.
Do you want to hide a body?
There you go, that's it, that's the
I'll
one.
feed it to my dog. I don't know. Silas would definitely sing it like that.
Definitely. Do you wanna build a split, Joe? Do you wanna build a split, Joe? I'll get this. So right now, check Skype, Mike. There's Skype for me. Oh girl, okay. Let it go. Frozen. Let's sing it. The snow glows white on the mountain tonight, not a footprint to be seen. A kingdom of isolation, and it looks like I'm the queen. The wind. Damn it! Wait! I have to listen to the original song. The wind is. I forgot the freaking melody, Brendan. Can you entertain them in the meanwhile?
Okay, well, right now I think they're getting incredibly entertained just listening to you try to do this. I don't think I need to do too much here.
Well, I have to listen to the freaking melody, man.
No, it's okay. Let's see. Songs. Guys, make a playlist. Make a playlist of all the songs you'd want to hear. And I don't mind if you have us go, ooh, you touch my tra-la-la.
My ding ding dong.
I love that beat.
You see, he's gonna be copyrighted, so we have to do it on a different channel or just do it one time only. Okay, shh, let me listen to it. Okay. Okay, let me try this one. Okay. The wind is howling like the swarming storm inside. Try to keep it in, heaven knows I tried. I think that wasn't bad. Okay. Where was it? Dun. Damn it. Oh, do you want me to start thinking all over again? Okay. The snow glows white on the mountain tonight. Not a footprint to be seen. Watch me forget the melody. A kingdom of isolation. Damn it. And it looks like I'm the queen. Hello. The wind is howling like a swirling storm inside. Couldn't keep it in. Heaven knows I tried. Get a better dildo. Don't let them in, don't let them see. Be the good girl you always meant to be. Conceal, don't feel, don't let them know. Well, now they know. I'm a man. Can't hold it back anymore. I'm a dude. I'm a guy. Turned away and slammed the door from the closet. I don't care what they're going to say. Let my manhood grow. The cold never bothered me anyway.
Oh, God.
I just turned it into a gay song coming out of the closet. God damn it. It's funny how some distance makes everything seem small. And the fear that once control me can't get to me at all. It's time to see what I can do to test the limits and break through. No right, no wrong, no rules, I'm for me. I'm free. Oh my god, this is definitely coming out of the closet song, man. Oh god, where's the rest of it? I'm free. Okay, let it go. Let it go. I'm one with the wind of the sky. Let it go. Let it go. You'll never see me cry. Here, slam my door, my foot. And here I'll stay. Let the storm rage on. And then you have this weird. My power flurries through the air into the ground. My soul is sparkling in frozen fractals all around. And one thought crystallizes like an icy blast. I'm never going back. The past is in the past. Hell yeah. Let it go, let it go.
Listen to the song forever in elite voice.
Oh, I can sing it in elite voice, but it's gonna be really odd and awkward. Go with the gameplay. 10-10. We'll listen to forever in elite voice. I can't hold it anymore, honey. Oh, I like Anna. She's an airhead, but she's cool. I like Anna more. Like honestly, Once Upon a Time, I like her more than in the cartoon. And I also like the Elsa more in the Once Upon a Time than I did in the original cartoon too.
Wait,
like
Once Upon a Time?
Yeah, it's a show. I do watch Once Upon a Time. I watch Gotham. I watch everything. The only thing I don't like, I was really holding back from Gotham, but I kind of dig it now. I like the actors who played.
God.
What?
Okay, is Frozen a Disney cartoon?
Yes.
Dude, what if you found that in
We got both in mod.
Huh? Oh. Playing somebody. But what if they had that on the wow. What's his name? The Wolf.
The who?
Wolf Among Us. There we go.
Oh.
What if they had Elsa and and in there.
I think these are two different properties, bro.
Oh, I saw Snow White and Sleeping
No,
Beauty.
no,
Those are
you have to
Disney films.
understand. No, they're not Disney owned. Disney used the story, but Disney doesn't own the story. Sleepy Hollow is awesome.
It's
Don't
just that,
mess
you know,
with
when
Ichabod Crane, man.
Disney does allow, you know, Disney is allowed
They
to
don't
use the characters.
But they don't own them. They don't own the stories. It's by Chris Anderson, Guns Christian Anderson or someone. I forgot his full name, but Disney doesn't own the rights to the characters. They bought the rights to use them, but they don't own them. That's why Wolf Among Us happens. Because you don't need to buy it from Disney. You need to buy it from the patent holders, man.
Well, I don't think there's anybody that's patented the old
The guy who made
Grimm
them up,
fairy tale
which
thing.
is Guns Christian Anderson.
Oh,
Yeah, the Grimm fairy tales. Yeah,
so they're too young to be used.
yeah. And else, like Snow Queen, that's their adaptation, man. It's not the real. It's not real fairy tale. They adapted it. That's the thing.
Oh, yes, I know that Disney completely bastardized a lot of the old.
And guys, by the way, I sang in Elite Voice before. It's called Rihanna's. Whenever, wherever, we're gonna be together. Wherever, forever, we're gonna be together. I'll be there and you'll be here. You know the deal, my dear. Here over, there under, you will never have to wonder. That song.
Are we still in contact with the VA for Bat?
For who?
Bat.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, okay.
But
I've never
he will not sing it. He was so embarrassed to sing the first time. He's not gonna sing it.
I've never chatted to the fellow.
Yeah, it's Evan. His name is Evan. He was the original writer behind the Lisa War 2. Well, one of the characters, anyway.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm
Shakira,
yeah.
Shakira. Oh, baby,
Actually
when you
reminds
move
me,
like
I
that. You
contacted
make...
that Christian fellow too. He's
Yes,
still
you
around.
should. I love that guy. Please do.
Yeah, he's still
know,
around. It's good.
Good. It's good. It's awesome. We need some voice actors. Yeah, we're gonna try to get an A-list voice cast for Lisa War. I probably gonna talk to Hodge again, even though I don't really want to talk to him before I release Space Marine. Hodge is an awesome voice actor, but I don't want to disappoint him by not releasing Space Marine. Obviously, we're gonna release Space Marine, but I don't want to talk to him beforehand. You know, he doesn't. He likes when his work is put to work. So yeah. What else, Brandon? What else? Guys, do you have anything more? This is our mellow show. This is your opportunity to ask us whatever the flip you want. I said flip, didn't I?
Dear goodness.
Like, I don't know what else to make to have you watch. I don't know. Let me see if I have anything else cool. Don't let them see, don't let them in. You want Film Riot? Make sure to visit Film Riot. They're awesome.
Just throw that in there. Yeah, hey guys, we kind of need to somehow hit that 2-hour mark. Film Riot.
Oh, you know what? Why the hell not? Why don't I show them how I edited the teaser? While I can. Yes.
Yes.
I show them how to edit the teaser. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna show you how I edited the teaser and how much different layers of different stuff that was in there. That's not it.
Oh my.
Yeah. Don't let them in. Don't let them see. Be a good girl you always meant to be. Uh-oh. I did something wrong. See? Just let them go. Let it go. Let it go. Take away the storm. Here I stand. And here I'll stay. Let the storm cancel. Rage on. Oh crap. I completely messed this shit up. No. Who are you texting? I was singing Let It Go. I like singing Let It Go. Give me a second, guys. Meantime, just watch some more gameplay. Let me just put in the Halo 5. Because I want to show you how I edited the cool thing that was the wonderful. No, not this. This is not Halo 5. This is Halo 5. Yeah. Watch some Halo 5. There was a patch thing. You missed a lot. Just go look through the topics. There's a bunch of things you missed. Winning.
Ah, poor J80.
Did you say virginity?
I said poor J80.
Oh yeah. You missed a lot.
And again, I'm not too sure about him. He works at Red Lobster. He keeps on bragging about having those delicious Red Lobster biscuits.
Fuck, I want some lobsters now, man.
Yeah, I know. And he always.
Why the hell did you talk about lobsters all of a sudden?
Because J80's in here. He works at Red Lobster.
Okay, Once Upon a Time review. Season 1 was slow. Season 2 was fun. And right now I'm just watching it all. Truth be told, again, the reason why I like Once Upon a Time is for one reason. A reason why I'm watching Once Upon a Time is because I watched Stargate Universe. If you watched Stargate Universe, you know there's one guy in there that I love. And that guy happened to play Mr. Gold. Do you want to use a tissue? Maybe. Yeah, what you call it? Probably will show you the magics of editing in Machinima. Or is it teaser? There you go. Yep. Brennan, are you there?
Yeah.
What you doing?
I'm just watching the stream.
Oh, cool. Let me just see whether I can actually do it. File, screen region. Let's go.
Yeah, see, I always imagined that Halo was slower paced than games like Call of Duty and such. And when I look at this now, it's like straight up everything's heading towards Titanfall sort of speeds.
Does it?
Well, there's a lot of, like I said, there was all that emphasis on being able to boost around with a little freaking jetpack. And nowadays, every game lets you vault over things.
Mm-hmm.
Like Mirror's Edge, not quite Mirror's Edge style free running, but it's getting there.
Okay, that's a problem. Can't show them this way. Give me a second. Let me just switch the monitor so I can sort of show them what I'm talking about. Do you want to build a snowman? Add screen region. Let's do this. Let's make this bigger. I just move this here. Like this. There we go. Now it's working. Alright, so just tell me guys when you're gonna be actually watching. Are you watching? Yes, I am watching Rumple. Yes, Mr. Gold is Rumple. Yes, I am watching Walking Dead. I'm gonna review a season as a whole. I'm not gonna review it partially. Remember, there's gonna be a mid-season finale, which is called mid-season for a reason. There's gonna be more episodes down the line. So once the actual footage pops up, there you go. Brendan, you watching?
Huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna be showing them how I edited the trailer.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah, so it's gonna be cool.
Yes.
Oh crap! There you go.
Yes.
Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
so first things first. Unfortunately, this is not the actual version of what I wanted to open. Where's that?
I was gonna say I don't see the monitor.
Yeah, you do. You're gonna see it now. You're gonna see it now.
Oh, I mean in layers.
What do you mean monitor? Oh no, because I monitored him up somewhere else.
Ah.
Yeah. So let me just go ahead and show you the finished layers that I worked on. Once I actually okay, this is not it. There's another layer here. No, under machine level. So I use some music. Obviously, that's a given. Here's all the raw footage that was involved in making this. Where is the rendered pieces? Teaser After Effects. That's one, right? That's one. That's two. Okay, let me show you all the layers, guys. Give me a second. Then you have one with the flare shake. That's a weird one. That's not good. Teaser E flares. Teaser. There you go. Perfect. Okay. Okay, guys. There it is. So, what it took to to create this trailer. I'm gonna switch over for now to the comments. So, here's how this works. So does anyone else was red lobster biscuit? I want red lobster. Are you watching? Okay, this is how I create the trailer. So let's assume we have all this wonderful footage. I'm gonna go ahead and just put in all the footage that I got for the teaser. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. Okay, there you go. So we have total of 11 clips. They are about 45 minutes long together. No, how much? 38 to 14. They're about 20. They're 24 minutes long. After I finished editing them, I don't play. Yeah, so there you go. This is just plain, pure footage. I took few takes, few tries here and there. What happened is I actually record in chunks. I do not record scene by scene. Like, I need to record the scene, press, record, done. No, that's not how it works. I record in huge chunks. Like this entire chunk, what is it, like 20 minutes? Or how much? It's 25, 14, 11 minutes long. So it's 14 minutes worth of footage right here. After I go through it and I chop it up and I edit it all together. It goes like every single one of them. This is green screen that I use for the monitor. As you can see, this is not the monitor that goes directly into the film. This is the green screen monitor, and I'm gonna put this green screen either through After Effects or through here. Usually I use After Effects because After Effects has more levels of green screeny goodness for you guys, as opposed to as opposed to Sony Vegas. It has a good green screen. I use the green screen for everything else. Green screen in Sony Vegas for episode 10 of Elites of War and most of the other Elites of War stuff, but now I'm using After Effects not because I want to be some super duper guy, but because I just think it's a bit better. But so there you go. Also, when you edit the footage, do not delete the layer with the sound. I did this before. I explained it. Do not delete the layer with the sound. All you do is just lower it, and if you, for example, cut it, right, you cut the footage off, just overlap it. Because usually when you change the scenes, actually not like this. So for example, you cut two footages off, right? You want to separate the footage from the audio. Just Control U for Sony Vegas. What happens is it separates the audio from the video. See, I can slide it off. It's a separate file. If I want, I can go ahead and delete it, right? Goodbye. But that's not the case. So what you do, you just have your clips in place. And once you do the clip thingies, you just go ahead and move this clip on top of that clip. Control U of this too, and you just move this clip on top of clip. And you have this sort of smooth, you can't hear it, but it's there. It has a smooth transition for the sound. Because what people do is this. Blink, blink. And then they add their own sounds. I'm not a fan of that. I don't do that. That's not how I work. I don't like that at all. That's really lame. I like using the sound that the game given me. But, for example, after I do all of this, after I edit the footage together, I also edit all the music. As you can see, there's a lot of music involved. It's all right here. It looks short, but all of this is separate music pieces. I also blend them together. You can see all of this is blended audio. I never use audio that is not blended because you have these nasty, abrupt stops, and most of the new directors use it. And I'm like, nah, don't do that. Also, voice acting for the monitor right here. And the music ending for the title sequence and whatnot. But yeah, so there you go. Once you edit the raw footage, so all of this footage, right? Let me just go ahead and get the music back. Once you edit the raw footage, all of this together, you have your final called a rough cut. So it's not really finished yet, even though you can present it because it's already in a film format. But what you do, you render it then. So there you go. I just rendered everything I had, which is a teaser you guys sort of see. But as you can see, it's finished. It has music. It has voice acting. It has all the cuts. But you can present this right now. This is beta footage. You can present this. It will look fine for Machinima on YouTube. No problem. That's what a lot of Machinima directors currently use. But for this particular, you see, no effects, nothing of the sort. But I decided, you know what? Let me add some effects. So what you do is you go ahead, you open something called Adobe After Effects. You don't need it, but it's a really cool tool. I never, ever tell people what to use for editing, but usually I suggest people to use these things. So let's go ahead and open up the project. I think I have it somewhere here. Teaser 1, teaser 2. I think it was teaser 1. So it loads up all the footage. So as you can see, here's a teaser. It's pretty long. What, a minute something? Please disable release caps lock. Okay, releasing caps lock. There you go. So that's kind of funny. Let me destroy the adjustment layer. Let me go ahead, disable all of this. But I'll show you guys in a second. So this is sort of slightly little tutorial for you guys on how to use things. So right now we're in Adobe After Effects. After we rendered, and you don't really have to do it, but I suggest you do. First, render in Sony Vegas. I suggested all the time, render your finished footage in Sony Vegas. So here you go. You have your alpha, beta, Creta, Zeta, whatever you want to call it, footage in Sony Vegas, edited and ready to go. So this is ready to go to be put into Adobe After Effects. You open up your Adobe After Effects, you plug in the wonderful, delicious footage. Let me just disable all of these flares. There's how many flares this film has, but they're all spaced out. They're not flares that all appear at the same time. So what you have right now is pretty much the same footage you have in your Sony Vegas. Let me just fix it up for you guys. Composition settings. Where is it? Composition settings. Pre-comp. There you go. Where are your composition settings? Flowchart, mini chart. There you go. Composition settings. I always film at 1920 by 1080. So here you go. Now you have the exact footage. Uh-oh. What's happening? Don't broadcast it here. Recording has been started. Recording like whatever. Am I still live?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still live. So there you go. Right now what you have is actually the proper resolution that you had in Sony Vegas, which is 1920 but 1080. However, there's something called anamorphic look. That's a look that people use in movie theaters, called anamorphic bars or film look, whatever you want to call it. There is a proper oh, that's what I changed. God damn it. That's what I changed. I pressed the wrong button. I black screen. Don't worry about it.
Silly black screen.
Yeah.
Get away, you black screen. Oh, wait,
don't be
never mind.
racist. So once you have your footage in here, which the first thing you want to do is go ahead into composition settings and change your aspect ratio from 1.75 to 2.35. In 1920 by 1080, it's a black screen. Yeah, I know. Give it a second. Give it a second. Brennan, type in, it's just temporary. Press the wrong button.
Just temporary.
Yeah. There you go. It's already not black screen. So, for example, for 1920 but 1080, the proper resolution for the anamorphic bars is 1920 but 818. 818 or 817. Either one will work. But the point is, what you have to have is that it is the aspect ratio of 2.35. That's the actual proper resolution for anamorphic movies for the filming look. So you press X and it cuts it up for you. You might also notice, oh my god, why is it smaller than the actual bigger box? Well, it's because I scaled it down. The reason why for it is because I add something called aftershake, so the little shaky. But problem is, if I don't scale it down, what happens is that it will gonna go out of its border. So it's gonna give me a black bar. That's why I scale it down a bit. So when it does shake, which I'm gonna show you guys in a bit, it does not create these black bars on the side, which is just ugly and disgusting. No, cancel. Don't close it. Oh, again? Did I click 0 again?
It's black again.
God damn it. What happened? Unexpected error in XSplit.
Dear goodness, we have a problem with black screens, but we're fine with red lobsters. What do Indians have?
Red
that
lobsters.
Negroes don't?
Well, it was impromptu. I don't know. I hope nothing's wrong. I hope this
We
stream
both
doesn't come
have
back.
tribes.
Yeah, I probably should stop using numlock, because numlock
Using
is the
numlock.
same. I have control for. No, it's gonna be back to normal. Tell them it's gonna be back to normal.
All right then.
There you go. It's back to normal, sort of. Yeah, it's back to normal.
Then darkness, then redness, then white.
Oh, that's Toby Tobuscus. That's Tobuscus.
Yeah.
So I add the anamorphic look. So we're done with that. Let's assume that, right? So now you have these screen bars. You're gonna have bigger images than me, but I explained to you. I lowered the I made it bigger. I blew it up so it won't go out of the edges when the camera shake comes on. After that, you just scrub through your footage and you want to make it look pretty, right? So you go ahead, you create the adjustment layer. What adjustment layer is actually a layer where you put all your effects in. For example, I have a plugin that called Magic Bullet Looks. What that plugin does is it pretty much allows me to put in any sort of effect. Oh, black screen of death, man.
Oh no, it's not the black screen.
Yeah. Oh, it crashed. Oh no, it crashed because I'm using too much of my memory. Let's cancel that. I don't want to save it. Cancel it. God damn
Black
it.
screen inbound.
I have 7 programs running right now. I'm using all of my CPU power and I have a beastly computer. And Adobe After Effects, it's a very demanding program. It's a hugely demanding program. You guys don't want to stream footage. You don't want to have 3 files for Vegas open. You don't want to have a game running and Steam running at the same time. I'm gonna go ahead and boot it up again. I'm not gonna show you everything. I'm just gonna show you the general idea what's happening. You want to add the adjustment layer for the purposes of creating a filmic look for your film. So let's go and open the project again. Title teaser 2. Let's go for teaser 2 this time around because this is a bit different. So the adjustment layer, if you guys gonna see on the screen, if I take off the adjustment layer, all of a sudden there's a completely different look for the movie. Let me go ahead and to a different clip, to a different part of the movie to show you the drastic differences. Let me see a nice shot, like right here, when he's walking. There you go. This is gonna be a perfect example of that. First of all, lens flare. Let's delete that lens flare. Well, not delete, disable it. There you go. Pretty much this is the raw footage you get from your Xbox when you render it in the Sony Vegas. Now, you gotta understand, there is sun in this portion of the screen. There's the sun here. However, due to the game's engine, that sun doesn't really show through. So what you want to do is add a very subtle glow with a lens flare to create a little sun. And boom. Now you have that really sunny look in the corner of your screen that projects, oh hey, there's a sun there, and a little streak to show that there's a little slight lens flare. It creates a completely different feeling for the scene. However, this is not the only thing you can do. You can also create a more dramatic feel, boost up some contrast, change color saturation just a little bit to create even better cinematography-like feel. So when you go to adjustment layer, I'm not gonna show now because I'm afraid this thing gonna crash. But you're gonna use all these different filters that you like. You can use the shutter speed, you can use color curves, you can use color correction, you can use color saturation, hue and saturation. You can use anything you want to get that feel. You're just gonna get an experiment with that. Or you can use the preset like Magic Bullet Looks and then you tweak it. I tweak all of the presets. I never use the blank slate presets because I don't really like using the blank slate presets because they don't really, I don't feel it. I don't feel like it's my movie if I use a preset just like that. So I'm gonna activate the these layer, and you will see the dramatic difference that it creates. What I added with my film look is diffusion, so it diffuses the footage. It muddied it up a little bit. It muddies up the footage because I want to give it a actual film look. By film, I don't mean digital look. I mean a look that creates actual film. You know, the one you used in old cameras. That's what it creates. It creates this film look without all the pain in the ass of actually filming this on film. So here's the drastic difference that you see. And almost in every single shot except this one, for example, in this shot, I don't have a lens flare. I just say, you know what? I don't need a lens flare in this shot. I don't need the sun shining from behind him in this shot because I want the focus of the shot to be on this centerpiece and on this red. Blue and red are two opposite colors and your eyes are drawn to them. Sometimes the best way to draw attention of the viewer to the things is to be minimalistic about it. That's why I don't like oversaturated films with a lot of effects. You have blue catches your eye on the red background, and then you have this red with blue or purple in between. It just catches your eye as a viewer. So if we're gonna play it, I'm not gonna play it because it's gonna be if I'm gonna play it, that's gonna be the focus of your eyes. Brendan, you still there? Yeah, you're there. I hear you clicking.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Clickety click click.
yeah, clickety click. So, but let me just go back a little bit. But if you add the film look, you create even more focus. I said fuck yous. You create even more focus on these two items because my effects, they dim the angles just a little bit, the edges just a little bit, and they lighten up the middle so the focus of your eye will be on the middle of that scene. Let's go ahead and switch to this scene right here. Here, I think I did add the glow for the sun. You can see it's in the corner, in this corner all the time. You gotta understand that the gold, that the sun is always there. It doesn't disappear from shot to shot. So you have to stay consistent. So let's go ahead and see how it looks like when I take away the lens flare. As you can see, it looks more blue. Now, I like my films with warm colors. Blue and orange is sort of Transformers-like effect. I don't really like that. But blue, yellow, it creates really this feel that I want from my movies, which is I call Elites of Warfield. Brendan, high-fi on marketing ploy.
I don't know, man.
So yeah,
this
but
stuff happens a lot.
Yeah, but I'm just telling you, this is all about logic. It's not about making it pretty or using lens flares, but it's all about logic. The sun is in this corner, right? Like in this corner, it's right there on top. It was seen in a different shot from previous before. Let me just show it. Right here. See, the sun is right here. By the way, there's also lens flare here. But if I take it away, there's still sun there, natural sun with natural lens flares. So see, all you do is just add this glow of the sun, because I think that sun is not warm enough. I want the sun to warm up the scene. And same thing here, the sun is still here. It's right there behind that rock, a little bit above that rock, so it still shines through. So this lens flare is justified as a means to create atmosphere as opposed to just a lens flare on a light. Because remember, lens flares only work if it shines on the camera. It doesn't work if the camera is from behind the lens flare. That's why in this particular scene you don't see the lens flare. The only time I use lens flare from behind, even not this from this side, but here it is from behind, and it's not, you don't really see the flare. You don't see the really slight portion of the flare right here. If I disable it, again, it creates this blue tint, which I don't like. It's not warm enough for what I wanted. Like this, it creates a bit more drama. That's what I think. That's what I believe.
Warm enough.
Not warm enough. Your pussy's not warm enough. That was nasty. And again, here I decided not to include the sun because now my camera is from the top. The sun is sort of outside of the camera's angle. So if I were to put a lens flare here, it just wouldn't. It just wrong lens flare. God damn it. If I would put this lens flare right here, it would create something that someone like, but not for me, because I don't need that warmness in this shot. And then shot once again, you have these blue hues and the oranges on the map. This is not science, guys. This is common sense. Like, honestly, this is not science. I don't know who you're talking to. I don't know who's talking to you. This is not science. You don't need to know this shit. It's common sense. You just have to think about it for like a minute. Literally a minute. It doesn't take long. So let's move to the next shot. And here he is. This is a shot where I use lens flares for either atmosphere or to emphasize something that's already existing in the scene. You wouldn't be able to tell there's a lens flare here. Why? Because a real lens flare, in my honest opinion, is only appropriate for extremely extreme scenes or exotic scenes. For example, here, all I use a lens flare for, and I kid you not, is to emphasize that light that comes off of this terminal. That's all I wanted the lens flare for right here. It's shining. It's shining on my character. That's all it is. It's just a small lens flare that is insignificant. I could have done away with it. I didn't need to use it. I did not need to use a lens flare. But then again, I see this is a hologram. Holograms are usually emitted by an emitter. An emitter has to be extremely bright, because there's a lot of little emitters inside that big emitter that create all that 3D imagery. So they say, you know what? A lens flare will be really good here to create that feel of sci-fi-ness, which Halo is known for, as well as add that effect. Like, Brendan, you're seeing it on the screen, right?
Yeah.
You saw the finished product. In comparison, what do you think? Does this lens flare necessary?
Well, definitely, yeah, because those holograms are generally just bland and they're just there.
Yeah, okay. Well, I would say it's not necessary. But I'm just saying it emphasizes the fact that this right here is a holographic image. Let's go ahead and move on to the next shot. I'm doing shot by shot. Once again, lens flare in the same spot. Excuse me. Lens flare in the same spot right here. Again, this is purely for... Let me even go ahead and actually go on that lens flare. Right here. It's right there, right? Same spot. Why? Logic. It's not going to move its position just because you have a different shot. And also, it creates a blue hue as if it's reflecting of the character's armor. That's another reason, because it creates a little blue spots here and there. It's really... It sort of creates this 3D imagery for you, even though it's a 2D type of deal, because I don't use these in 3D, even though they clicked on 3D. Sparkly. The next one, obviously, you wouldn't even able to tell there's a lens flare here, because if I'm gonna go frame by frame, let me go actually back into before the shot. Let me go. Don't go forward. Why are you going forward? Like, you wouldn't be able to tell there's a lens flare here. As you can see, it's really subtle. It appears right before the main lens flare. If we're gonna take away the lens flare, right here, here you go, it's gone. You would still have the same imagery, but the lens flare adds to that sort of. Oh, Google Chrome stopped working.
Oh no!
Whoa, Google Chrome has crashed. Realized now. Okay. I think we're still live though.
Let me check. Double checking. Yes, we're still on.
Yeah, good. Well, it's again. I'm running so many things on my computer. It's crazy. I really did not think that through. Let me just go ahead and relaunch the so I can see what people are saying, if they need to see. If I need to see it anyway. Do I need to see it? Brendan, do I need to see it?
It's looking pretty good here. It's fine.
Yeah. So where was I? You guys enjoying this tutorial or whatever I'm doing it? I mean, if you don't want to watch it,
said.
Huh?
I like
a sword
what
is a
fire.
sword. The skill behind it is what counts. True. I mean, if you don't want to, if you guys are not interested in the little tutorial bits, I can just drop it. I just thought it was really cool.
I think they're enjoying it.
Okay, fine. I'll just continue then. Next shot. We're doing shot by shot. Again, here I decided to go away with this little flare. Why? Well, that's easy. Because I want the focus of the character, the focus of the viewer to be on top. Because right now, the top is what matters. The top is what's bright. The top is where the character is looking at. So automatically, the viewer's eyesight will be on top because, oh my god, there's a blue thing right there. There's a blue thing right there.
So, blue.
Correct. And would it take me long to create the second lens flare here? No, of course not. But again, you have to understand, movies are not... movies are for one purpose only, to keep attention of the viewer and direct the viewer's attention. You don't need 10 lens flares in one scene. You just need one lens flare that makes sense. And there it is. It's right there. It doesn't even look like a lens flare because it looks like it's part of the scene. Again, my philosophy is lens flare has to meld in with the scene. It cannot stand out too much. That being said, this shot, it clearly right there. It clearly stands out. And that is for the dramatic feel. I was talking about dramatic feel previously to this. It creates a dramatic feel that's building up power. That it's so bright, that it's so in your face, it builds up power right in front of you, which is what that scene was about. It wasn't about the visual effect. It was about the viewer getting the image of power, getting the image of build-up, of activation, of light. That's what I was trying to transcend with this lens flare. You know, when I use lens flares, in my opinion, it has to have logic behind it. Right now, it's a bit bland. But now it has more oomph to it. And remember, if we activate our, if you activate the preset, it creates this movie film feel. And point of this all is to make your effects fit the scene without them jumping out in your face. So there you go. I love my explanations. Next scene. This also includes a lens flare. Can you tell me where the lens flare is? Like, when you guys are gonna watch it, I want to tell you. Do you know what the lens flare is? I want to tell you the answer, but let me deactivate it for you. Oh, it was right there. Very subtle. Very uniquely slim. It was not meant to catch your eye. It was meant to emphasize the already existing light. And in my opinion, that's how you should do the lens flare. I know I'm repeating myself, but a lot of people misuse lens flares just because, oh my god, I know how to use lens flares now. Delicious. Oh my god. But yeah, as you can see, it just adds little glow, little brightness to the scene. But it's I copied the lens flare perfectly to fit the scene. I'm proud of that. Winning. I know you like that, Brendan. Okay,
Well,
next.
it's pretty.
I think this lens flare, let's go ahead and deactivate the, again, I'm going to go toggle back and forth between the preset to give you the feeling of what's the difference between the raw footage and the footage that I'm using. Also, I use the previous, I'm going to explain it a bit later. Let's go ahead. Where's the lens flare here? I don't even remember. Oh, it's still up there. Just a light. By the way, this scene was cut. I cut this out after I did it. So yeah. I cut this scene out. Brennan, I did cut a scene out. I'm sorry.
That poor scene.
Yeah. Here, I did not use anything of the sort. I did not use any lens flares. Was not necessary. Nothing. He was not looking at anything. There was no reason for it to begin with. Again, to show you the difference between raw footage and the footage with the effect on. And let's move on to the last bit. Okay, here is where the magic of green screen in After Effects works. Now, I'm going to go deactivate the main footage. Gone. And what I'm going to do is to play the only footage of the monitor. I'm also going to go ahead and deactivate all the effects on this footage to show you exactly what I did. Let's deactivate the curves, deactivate the key light. There you go. So this this is what you call it. The raw footage that I imported into After Effects, which you guys saw in Sony Vegas right here. Let me just go ahead and flip back. So here it is. Let me just find there it is. All I did, I was cut out this part. Let's go back to After Effects. If I'm gonna go ahead and toggle off the masks, let's go ahead and toggle it off. I forgot to toggle masks off. Invert. How did I toggle masks off, man? I completely forgot.
You pushed a button.
Oh, there you go. None. There you go. So there you go. I messed out pretty much that part of the footage. Now I have my monitor. Next thing we have to do is to make sure the green is gone, but the monitor itself is left. So we're gonna go and I use key light. Once again, key light. That's what you call it, key light. And I get rid of the green. Now I have the monitor. But you gotta understand, there's still a little green hue over here. This green hue is really, really nasty. Can you completely get rid of it? No. It will always be there. You can play around with the settings all you want, but it's still gonna be there. So what you wanna do is to darken the footage. But before you do that, you have to make sure to overlay it over your original footage to see how it looks. Now, here's the original footage. Let's go ahead and take away this. There you go. So toggle main footage on and off, on and off. As again, it doesn't fit the scene. The character is way too dark. The monitor is extremely bright. The monitor is not being affected by the same light supposedly the main character does. Why? Because they're green screened in. So what you want to do, you want to go ahead and darken them up a bit. Now they seem like they belong in the same scene. Why? Because this character has dark armor, really dark, with yellow highlights. These yellow highlights extremely bright. They show off, especially with this light as well. This character, on the other hand, he has bright all over the place. However, when you do the color curves, once again, you just have to test with you. Depends on your scene. Let's go ahead and color curves. He has these bright lights as well. So now these bright lights complement each other. Yellow and blue. It's complementary colors, I believe so. So now you have both characters with dark main physiques and blue highlights. These not blue, but bright highlights that show off to their armor. Now they feel like they belong in the same scene, but still there's something missing. And that something is a unifying thing that ties the two scenes together. And this is where the lens flare, properly used, shines through. If we're gonna activate this lens flare, now it looks like they're in the same environment, because this lens flare behaves equally to both of these scenes. So if we're gonna deactivate the monitor and put them back in, he kind of feels like he belongs in this scene. Let's go ahead and deactivate the main portion. There you go. As you can see, this slide works really, really, really well, lens flare, with the both pieces of the footage. Remember, when you want to green screen something in, you have to fool the viewer into believing that, hey, this belongs there. And the best way of doing that is to masking, and I'm talking figuratively, is masking the scenes between the two footages by using a third party, something to unify them together. On top of that, we also have our main effects layer, and that even furthermore unifies the two scenes together to the point where, oh my god, Brandon told me that they look from the same scene, and I agree, they belong in the same scene. Now remember, we have multiple different shots of these two characters. This shot, for example, uses the same logic. Let's go ahead and deactivate the main layer. Let's go ahead and deactivate the light. So now you have this really dark footage, really dark. Both characters are dark. Let's go ahead and deactivate some effects on this guy. And once again, it's way too bright. He just does not fit the scene. He does not fit the scene, and all it is, again, a little bit masked. I could have masked him out a bit more. Not necessarily. It was not necessarily for this scene. You really did not need to mask him out here, but I did not mask. Yeah. The key light doesn't belong here. Let's go ahead and do color curves. Now he belongs here. Now there's the same color palette. Now they have the same light affecting both of them. Again, blue highlight, white highlight, sort of white highlight is here as well. There seems like there is a light hitting them from the top. Awesome. Let's go ahead and activate the blue flare from the top. Boom. Now it is unifying them all together. Let's go ahead up. Activate the next layer. Now it all belongs in the same scene. So you have to go through little layers of unifying material, unifying things to come out to this footage. I bet this is the best example of my work where green screen works perfectly. This is the perfect green screen, in my opinion. Because originally, truth be told, this guy was see-through, and I probably bickered for an hour to figure out how to make him not see-through until I realized curves. Curves work. Curves.
We be a better man who likes some curves.
Yeah, and I use different kind of methods too, but this works the best. And if I'm gonna go scroll through it, on the naked eye you won't see it, but I know he's a little bit see-through, just a little bit, just on the edges there. He's a little bit see-through. And after that, the last scene is right here. Again, 2 more scenes, same concept. No need to go through them again. Last scene, complete without a lens flare. Nothing except the main effects layer, which creates that vignette feeling, this sort of cool. So after you're done with this, you render it, right? You render it. So now you have 2 footages that you can use for your film, right? Or 1 footage in particular. Let me just go to Sony Vegas. So this right here, this is the original footage without lens flares. I did not use lens flares in this footage at all.
No lens flares.
No lens flares. This was my test render without lens flares. This is the original. So it goes like this. First, original footage. You render it in Sony Vegas. Then you go to After Effects. You add the layers that you want to use. I did not use any effects here. There's no lens flares. Only thing I used was the vignette. So I used the bullet looks. Next, you go with lens flares. So I think I have another layer here. Yeah, so next thing I did actually, I activated all the lens flares. But still, there's something missing. Because if you look at this footage, there's some wobbly stuff going on. This wibbly, wobbly, snubbly, like Doctor Who type stuff. Wibbly wobbly. This wibbly wobbly is called Aftershake, which you can find in you can it's free to download, I believe, from the website of After Effects or Video Copilot. Free to download it there, which I apply to the footage afterwards. Really simple, just drag and drop. At which point you have third footage available for you for use when you go back to Sony Vegas. Again, it's all about rendering, re-rendering, remastering, recompiling. That's what's called editing and not smelditing. I just made a joke.
Good one.
Yeah.
Good one.
So what the final product is combination of three things. It's combination of the original footage, combination of footage with the simple effects on, and the anamorphic look, which is 2.35 aspect ratio, and the third one, including lens flares, aftershake, and that's it. And the final result then gets compiled all together to create one teaser trailer with very subtle effects. And all the titles also were made in After Effects. I made the titles there too. So I suck at this stuff. Like, it took me like 3 hours to figure out how to do this shit. I'm like, oh, I'm so stupid. And then I just use some lens flares here for like lighting. I'm not a lens flare guy, but yeah. So in essence, in reality, if you use lens flare properly, people will either not notice them or don't realize they're there. Because if you look through the trailer, and if you really want to go ahead and look through the released footage, the only times you ever see lens flares flat out is 1. Wait for it. Wait for it. Right here. 2. 3. Well, not even, this doesn't count. 2. 3. 3 times. The actual times you see lens flares throughout the entire film is 3 times. Well, every single scene except 3 scenes has lens flares in it, which you guys just saw. That's what I call the proper use of lens flare. High five, Brandon.
Yes.
And then you render it. And then you have your voice actor voice it, and you put voices through the filter. I use Audacity, even though I'm probably going to upgrade into a different software soon. Have you seen Brumax tutorials?
Yeah.
No, you should watch it. I think you will find them extremely useful. And you're probably going to want to upgrade your software as well, because, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious.
Do something better than Audacity.
He has something better than Audacity. I think you should look into it. Yeah, you should.
Okay.
So overall, how long did it take me to make this? This was the fastest thing I ever made ever, except that
Scale and claw time.
No, Scale and Claw took longer, obviously. No, this probably took me 4 days to do. And that's spending few hours a day, not sitting down like 10 hours, but like the easiest part is the editing. Editing it all together is the easiest. After Effects is the most time consuming, not because it's hard, but because you have to be very precise, and that's why it's time consuming. And then that's it. Rendering is super easy. Obviously, literally nothing to do. I also have a lot of problems with finding music because I'm not a music guy. I suck at this stuff. I suck at music. I'm surprised throughout the 5 years I never mucked up music once. It's like, oh, okay, cool. And of course, I created a Thumbie. I don't really think I saved the Thumbie creation process. I did not save that. Yeah, but yeah. Think that was useful.
Oh yes.
You guys enjoy it? Just honestly, did you guys learn anything? I did this once before, but did you guys like this? I mean, was it helpful? Was I being condescending, telling you what to do?
Yes, you're completely telling them what to do. You're robbing them of any option to possibly make their own judgment on how to make a film. They should be allowed to make lens flares that make no sense. Every eyeball should be shining.
Shining eyeballs. Meow meow. Excuse me. Whew, that's smelly.
Burping a bunch of lens flares, just blah, and then it's just all
my eyes.
Damn it! There are lens flares all over the floor now. God.
Oh, I think I used text right here from Sony Vegas. This is only Sony Vegas text I used.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, my great game capture. What is this? Oh, what? I was filming something in Halo 3? God damn it. I don't remember filming anything in Halo 3. How did this get in here? Screenshot. It's a sun. Oh, I remember how I made the screenshot. I remember now. Super easy. Okay, so this is how it works. This is how it worked. So, where's my picture of the sun? Oh. Oh, no. Oh, I made it in a separate file. I'm stupid.
Oh dear.
Oh, dear. What is this?
It's Halo 3.
Oh. No, it's Prime Chorus. It's something else. Yeah. That's it, I think. I think we're literally ran out of stuff to talk about. One last call for questions. Or review or whatever you want to call stuff. I'm going to go edit this in.
Is that the thing you use for the screen thumbnail?
What are you talking about?
Is that a face in a mountain?
There's a face in the mountain tonight. Tutorial. Save. That's it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the more you know, the better. Alright, guys, I guess that's it. God damn, it was a long show. It was very mellow. I like how mellow the show was. It was very calm. I think we did a good job, Brandon. I'm not sweating or anything, so high five winning.
Goodness.
Thank you so much for joining us today in this mellow M&B show. Hopefully we entertained you enough so you can come back next time and then tell us what we did cool, what we did not cool. Hopefully whatever you saw here was useful too. So
As useful as a duck with a handle on it.
yeah. Peace the flip out, right?
Peace.
Thanks for coming. My name is Mikey.
And I am Brandy.
And we will see you next time on M&B Show. Bye-bye.
Adios.